Yo, as you know, the Lakers in easy fashion won the NBA Cup, the first NBA Cup. Um, Based on the way that they just took care of business, Chilltown, is this clearly an indicator that they're guaranteed to win the 2024 NBA championship?
This is not a guarantee that they're winning 2024 NBA championship. No, um, this doesn't guarantee anything. This doesn't even guarantee that they're going to make the playoffs. But what it does do is it brings some light to the end season. It brings some light to the regular season. It makes the regular season more watchable. It makes it more competitive. The Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks playing in the semifinals game, that could very well be a playoff. That could very well be something that we might see in the playoffs. And to see that intensity, to see that level of intensity, I think that's good for the game. The Lakers playing against New Orleans, this could also be a potential playoff matchup. And that's something that I think is also good for the game. But to answer your question, no, it doesn't. It doesn't guarantee them anything. It just guarantees that they won the in-season tournament. That's it.
Mars, are you feeling stronger about the Lakers after this?
Where did I pick the Lakers at the start of the season? Let me check so I can see how much stronger I feel. I had the Lakers top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5. They're still a top 5 team in the NBA. No, I don't feel any stronger or weaker. They're about what I expected. Though I wouldn't pick them over Boston, Denver, maybe Phoenix, maybe the Bucks. So they're in that second group of contenders, about where I thought they would be. So no, I don't feel much differently about the Lakers.
Damo, did you pop any champagne this weekend?
I didn't. I was one of the people who thought that was pretty, to me, excessive. I get it, you guys have fun, but come on, man, we got bigger dreams around, we got bigger goals. But I just, it's cool. I had them making it. I didn't have them win. Obviously, I had the Pacers winning, but that's dope. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad that my team won. I will say, before anything, let me go ahead and say, hey, man, if we went into that game and Darvin Ham schemed to, attack on the interior, even though we were missing all our threes, but attack on the interior and slow the game down, if that was his idea, man, wallahi, the lump is improving. I love it. I love what I've seen game plan-wise, if that was the case. Now, with it being brought to my attention that he himself said, he told LeBron and AD, hey, man, ignore me and do y'all. So on the flip side, if this is another case of LeBron and AD saying, hey, man, the game plan stinks, we're going to take over, then, hey, the lump is still a problem. But great effort from the team. AD played amazing. Yes, I do hope that this is the AD we can see all the time. I don't know anyone that wouldn't want to see this, but I don't think it's sustainable for him. But I'm glad when I get, like I said, when the defense is always there, when he's dropping 30, 40, 50, that's gravy. That's gravy, and that makes us unstoppable. I want that, yes. Am I expecting him to do that? No, not at all. Shout out LeBron, best 38-year-old in the history of the NBA. Is no question about it. Shout out Austin Reeves doing his thing, playing like himself again. I know he started off slow and everybody was on my head about how bad Austin was. Well, Austin Reeves is proving his work. I love Austin Reeves. Shout out D'Lo having grit. Wasn't even a crazy game from D'Lo, but him going back and forth with Bruce Brown put a smile on my face. He's still mad about that. I like to see that. Got a little edge to him.
Mm-hmm.
Ox, are you feeling any differently about the Lakers? Like, do you think that they're the best team in the West right now? Or scariest?
I feel the same way about the Lakers. They're doing their thing. That was a good victory. I knew that was going to beat the Pacers. Pacers not really the Pacers. Pacers not on the Lakers level. Like that wasn't really like what I'm saying, like a challenge for the Lakers. I'm saying like we getting caught up in all the hoopla. Like Pacers ain't threat.
It's not necessarily the Pacers. It was basically going 7-0 in the in-season tournament and running the table.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. I mean, the Lakers are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lakers. They got AD. They got Bron. That's why when all the back and forth with the AD was going on, I wasn't. Matter of fact, somebody asked me last night on my stream. They asked me, "Are you on Damo's side or Ticket side about AD?" So I'm not on none of the brothers' side. AD been balling. I don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I think AD's been having a hell of a season. You know what I mean? So, you know, I figured at the beginning of the season where I had the Lakers, I think I had the Lakers not finishing very high in the West, but obviously being one of the top 3 teams in the West. Like the Lakers are nice. They got a decent squad. They got LeBron and Anthony Davis. So
Big Ox, you didn't have them finishing very high in the West, but you had them as the top 3 seed in the West. How much? I mean, what do we?
Cut off number 1 for the record.
Well, yeah, that was because that was from. Remember, my take on that was that I just don't expect them to have a hell of a regular season. You know, like they're one of the older.
Write that on the record, Ron. Write that on the record. 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Grilltown cut off Bobby, not ticket. Write that on the record. I want that to be record. I want that to be stated, and I want that to be known. Strike it on the record.
Yeah, so they like I said earlier, they're I don't think they're gonna have the best regular season, but they're still one of the better teams though in the West.
I was misunderstanding what you said because you said not finishing very high, and you're a top 3 seed in the West. That's finishing really high. I mean, Sacramento finished in the top 3 last year in the West. That was the highest that they finished since.
But we might have finished top 3, but as far as like who's ready to go, we probably weren't top 5 last year. You know what I'm saying? Record wise though. You know what I'm saying? So this year, it looks different right now. I don't think it's gonna finish like this. Like I'm pretty sure Minnesota's gonna stay a top. I don't think OKC's gonna be a top. I think OKC's probably gonna finish like 7. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Kings, I think we'll be a top 4 seed again. But I still, you know, like as far as the playoffs go, the Lakers are probably still superior to us as far as who's going to have a better playoff run.
Yo, Ticket, are you buying any more stock in the Lakers? Obviously, you've seen how LeBron's been balling out. You've seen what AD did in the NBA Cup championship game. See what the rest of the team's looking like. Healthy now. Are you buying more stock into them?
Hold on. Did you write that down though? Did you write down that it was not Ticket? I want that for the record for these jabronis in the comment section, so that they say I'm the only one that cut people off. So make sure we strike that on the record. That is 2 shows in a row. That's Grilltown. So we striking that. We put that on the record first. And Ron, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Why are we talking about this? Why aren't we talking about that jabroni that you set up here in Glaze, you and Damo, right? Because you clowns was running around here telling the whole world, shaking your behind like you Aretha Franklin, that this dude jumping off people's screens. And then he gets in the biggest game of his life. He ain't jump off no screen, dog. He ain't jump off no screen, dog. That boy folded under the pressure and got a whole bunch of unmeaningful points late in the game when the game was already out of hand. Stat pad. Like I said before, Ron, you dudes do this to clowns. Y'all come in here and glaze dudes like Tyrese Halliburton, put them on levels they shouldn't be put on. Oh, he's top 5 MVP. He's the best playmaker in the game. He's this, he's that, he ain't that damn thing, man. Excuse the French. He ain't what y'all said he was. And this is what y'all do. And me and Chilltown told y'all coming out here too quick, putting all of these super accolades on these dudes, and he ain't earned it. Soon as he got to the biggest game, where was the 50-point outburst? Where was the dancing, Ron? Where was the pulling up from 30 to 3 balls? He's like they're shooting air balls from 3. That boy got scared. He folded under pressure. The Lakers ain't do nothing special. All they did was put Cam Reddish on that boy. And Cam Reddish was giving him the blues. And Cam Reddish have saved his career. That's the guy we ain't even read. That's the guy we really need to be talking about. That's the guy Damo was right about. That he ain't even say nothing about. That dude, Cam Reddish. Because I knew once that game came along, and
Mars, you didn't say nothing about Cam Reddish. Knock off, Mars. I don't remember. We gotta go rewind the tape, Mars. We have to. I don't remember you saying much about.
He was wrong about. We're gonna get to Mars in a second. We was wrong about Halliburton.
About
Chill, when he hit that 3 chill in the corner to start the game, I said, "Oh, the Lakers gonna blow these dudes out." Because when Cam hit the 3 and looked at the bench and was like, "Oh yeah, y'all already know what's coming," I said, "They get ready to destroy these dudes." And then his defense, bro. Let me just say this, man. I've always knocked LeBron James about a lot of different things and just his career. I got to give the guy credit, man, because what they've done with Cam, just as being his teammate, being a good teammate to him. When Mars came up here, remember the day Mars came up here and LeBron James, he responded to Mars because he heard that. He heard the stuff Mars was talking on here. Mars was very disrespectful, saying that LeBron shouldn't have passed it to Cam. He should have made the more, educated decision. And LeBron went on the next game. And after the next game, remember, he gave it back to Cam again, and Cam hit the shot. And LeBron said that, he went right at Mars. All these guys who never play basketball before in their life, don't know nothing about the game, running around here telling me that I'm always going to make the right play. He was talking about you, Mars. I just want to let you know that he was talking about you because you were the only one that said that foolishness. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Damo, you was right about Cam Reddish. I give you credit on that, man. That boy, I love the energy he brings on defense. And his offensive game ain't where it should be, but you can see the talent is there. He need to just find a way to be more consistent offensively. You think, this is another thing we need to talk about too. The Knicks are absolute idiots. The Knicks gave up two guys. One guy that's starting for the Lakers right now, Cam Reddish, and the other dude in Obi Toppin, who he's balling for the Indiana Pacers. He had a couple fouls last game, but they let those two dudes just walk out the door. And Cam Reddish, man, salute to you because you're an unsung hero because he took Halliburton out of that game early, and nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the pressure defense. He picked this dude up damn near full court, three quarters of court. He picked him up, and he took him out of the game, was plucking him clean. The ref called bull job foul on him, took him out of that game, played aggressive, and had him shooting air ball threes, pulling up desperation threes, but nobody won't say nothing about that. And then, Damo, now I got to get on you. Terry Clough. It's not about just the 40 points and 20 rebounds and 5 assists and five blocks. It's not about that, dog. And Bobby, you lost your mind too saying he's playing great this season. No, he's not. He's up and down like a roller coaster. Here's the thing, bro. We just saying he got to get 40 every game now. But the effort, bro, offensively. Did you see the effort, bro, on the boards? Did you see the passion? That's what you're supposed to bring every single night. And I'm telling you, if AD brings that effort and passion offensively every single night, he's 25 and 10 easy. That you put that in the books just off of his aggressiveness, passion. You lack seeing that on a lot of nights from AD. So when I tell you guys this type of stuff, that's what I'm talking about. So then when AD's going, then you're going to see a night like the last game he just played, where he's going to give you 40 and 20 because he's really going. But can't nobody else in the league stop him. He's only got to worry about Jokic and Embiid. Can't nobody in the league stop this dude. All he got to do is play hard on offense, be aggressive, and play strong. And that dude is going, you can ask Chilton, I ain't lying. So, bro, cut the crap and stop making these lame excuses saying you don't expect something from him. I expect greatness from him. Just like when I'm in here, Damo, and I jump on your big ass, I expect greatness from you. You understand what I'm saying? I expect greatness from Chilltown. That's why I get on y'all so hard. I expect greatness from Mars. I expect Mars to get his sorry little butt out of that hoodie, and I expect him to turn up, and I want greatness every single time I step in the building. You better believe that. So when everybody in the chat room is watching this saying, oh, here goes Ticket again, yeah, I'm going to push a line. And Chilltown, December the 23rd, your line, sucker, will be getting pushed all the way back, further than Tyra Banks.
Absolutely. I already got my boxing gloves ready for you. But to Ticket's point, I don't think we brought up the scheme that they had against Tyrese Halliburton. As we all know, the Indiana Pacers, they play with the fastest pace in the league, and the plan was to slow them down. That was the game plan. And the way you slow them down is you pick up Tyrese Halliburton full court, number one. Number two, you find him in transition. Absolutely do that. And once you find him in transition, he's their guy. He's their primary ball handler. That offense is kind of like what they do in Dallas with Luka. Minus Kyrie Irving, it's kind of what they do with Dallas and Luka, where he's responsible for just about everybody else's offense. And if you can neutralize him, you can neutralize them. And their game is predicated on playing fast. So how do we slow them down? We put a bigger body on him. I thought Vanderbilt did a great job on him too, also picking up full court. Not just picking up full court when Halliburton got off the basketball, keeping him away from the basketball. That kept their offense stagnant with that too. So I thought they did a real good job defensively with that. The one thing that I enjoyed the most was, even though we were up here talking about how good of a player Miles Turner is, Anthony Davis ate his lunch, went right after him, and didn't waste any time going after him, and continued to go after him. And I think that, don't get me wrong, I don't expect 40 and 20. Let's be clear about that right now. I don't expect 40 and 20. I don't expect 30 and 15. I mean, he was 26 and 12 last year when he was healthy. But what I do expect is when you got, in the words of Shaquille O'Neal, when you got barbecue chicken on you, you got to eat it. You have to eat it. And that dude was lunch. And Anthony Davis made it clear that he was lunch. And James, I think, wants him to be that aggressive offensively. I think he wants to go to him more like that. So I like what I saw from the Lakers. I appreciated the adjustment that that Coach Ham made with picking up full court, with having Cam Reddish pick up full court. I appreciate that adjustment. I think he's doing a good job on that unit. No.
Well, what about Tyrese Halliburton, though, Chill?
Well, again, Ticket, we crowned him. Not we.
We didn't crown him. No, we didn't crown him.
Again, I ain't saying
it was a dude named Ron that's running around here like a star out here. And I ain't going to say what type of star he is, but we already know is a triple X star. And there's another dude by the name of Damo. You understand? We're going to call him, you know what I'm saying, the love doctor. We're going to call him, you understand what I'm saying, Mark Henry, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Chocolate. Yeah, him. These two dudes were glazing, and I mean glazing Tyrese Halliburton. Better playmaker than Luka, top 5 MVP candidate. What happened? That championship game. What happened? Chilltown man shooting air balls, Chilltown. He shooting 30-foot air balls. What happened, Ron? What happened? I don't hear the same energy. What happened? Did he jump off the screen? What happened?
Not in that game. Not in that game. He did not.
Yeah.
All it took was Cam Reddish. All it took was Cam Reddish.
I wouldn't even say he had a bad game.
That's not light though. Cam Reddish isn't light. Ask Devin Booker about Cam Reddish. You raved about Devin Booker's game. Same effect. He's seen Cam Reddish and folded too.
So what happened though, Damo? You said Damo. Y'all was saying this dude on another level.
Halliburton had a bad game. Is he not?
Damo, he didn't even have a bad game.
Stop lying.
I'm not even gonna say he had a bad game.
He had a bad game.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He wasn't able to. Ron, what do you constitute as a bad game, Ron?
I mean, you shoot terrible. You have a ton of turnovers. It's a few things that could go into it, but I mean, I don't necessarily see that as a bad game. Like, yes, he was getting stifled on defense, but once again, the Lakers are a top tier defensive team. They can throw a bunch of guys at you, and then after you beat a bunch of guys, you got to go finish over AD. On top of that, once again, and this goes back to my main point. It's hard, absolutely hard, to do everything for a team that doesn't give you backup. Where was Miles Turner at? I was told Miles Turner was this. I was told Miles Turner was that. Exactly my point. So when you play against teams like that, when they play against the Miami Heat and they're boxing in Tyrese Halliburton, which they're going to do, like they've done Trae Young, who else is going to come to help? Who else is going to step up? Buddy Hield, where was you at?
You heard about the Bucks?
No. And not only that,
the Bucks are one of the top teams in the NBA. They handled the Bucks. You didn't say that about the Bucks.
Bucks is a little different right now. If the Bucks had Drew, like it would be a similar defensive scheme.
You just said the other day that you put him over SGA. The Lakers couldn't do that to SGA. The Lakers ain't doing that to SGA.
I'm not changing my energy. I'll still feel the same way about Reese.
Hey, you know what? Bob, this is what I'm talking about, Bob. The Lakers want to get that De'Aaron Fox. He put the man over De'Aaron Fox. You think the Lakers
But check this out, though. The Kings have a more versed team and a better team, and they have other playmakers outside of De'Aaron Fox. Hey, look, check it out. De'Aaron Fox isn't the best playmaker on this team. They can run the offense through Sabonis. Matter of fact, they run the offense through Sabonis.
Y'all just told us the other day that the team revolves around De'Aaron Fox. That team. Y'all just told us that.
And they run the offense through Sabonis.
Man, here we go, man. See, y'all, this is what we talking about, y'all.
This is what you got to remember.
The energy ain't the same.
I'm gonna be right back.
Hey, we always say how you grade players on what they do on the big stage. That man got in the biggest game and he froze. Chill, he froze, bro. I don't even want to hear that. He froze.
We gotta remember what. And don't get me wrong, Ron. I was digging him, but I wasn't digging him as much as you dudes was. Like putting him way up there. I was like, yo, let's see what this guy can do. And he did get shut down. I mean, we're talking about a dude. I think he had 4 turnovers in this game. That's quadruple what he had in the last 3 games.
3
and 3. Okay, 3 turnovers. That's triple what he had in the last 3 games. Not only that, with him turning the ball over early, that's throwing their offense off. And that's him. That's the Lakers taking care of him. That's the Lakers dealing with him, right? Him shooting air balls. That's throwing their offense off. And that's largely due to the Lakers and the kind of defense that they were playing, stretching the floor, making him shoot shots. Because I haven't really seen him shoot shots that he doesn't want to shoot. The Lakers was forcing him into tough shots. The Lakers threw him off his rhythm. The Lakers completely took him out of the game early and often. And he wasn't what he was against Milwaukee. He wasn't what he was throughout the rest of this tournament. He was not that. And when we get on the biggest stage, that's why I wasn't ready to talk about this dude like we talk about the great guards in the league just yet. I'm not ready to talk about him and put him in that category because, he just got here. This is a small sample size from this dude. And don't get me wrong.
It's crazy. It's crazy to take of once he has a bad game, it's the say all be all for what he's going to be.
It's not.
Hold on. And that's what when it comes to Ron, I disagree. You as a guy that ups highly, right behind you. I'm with you. I see the vision. I know what he is. The dude's phenomenal. What he did in that tournament game, what he did in that championship game is not an indictment on what he is to me. Now, for everybody else, if you're using this as the say all be all, I would just ask you, these guys that you're naming, what does a bad game from them look like? This is a bad game.
No, I'm not using that as the end all be all.
I'm not going to say that he's not a guy that can't have bad games. Hey, he has a stinker, and his stinkers stink. That's fine. Other guys played bad on the Pacers too. This was not a situation.
Damo, we're not saying Damo. I'm not saying that. Damo,
and no one else showed up, bro.
Stop lying, bro. Damo, nobody's saying that. No, what we're saying is y'all put this dude at the top of the food chain. And if you're at the top of the food chain, when you get in those type of games, you can't have those type of performances. Let me give you a case in point. You said you thought he was a better playmaker than Luka. Guess what happens if Luka Doncic is passing the ball and his teammates ain't got it going early? You know what Luka does as a great playmaker? He takes the game over offensively. He starts to go get his own buckets and starts to get it done. Tyrese Halliburton didn't do that. He froze.
Let's look at a Luka stinker. Let's see what a Luka stinker looks like. The games where Luka plays bad. Because every great player has a bad game. It is not foreign. And Luka has had 2 this season from Luka standards. You know what it was?
In the big games, do we play bad?
2 assists.
In the big games, do we play bad? In the playoff games, in the big games, do Luka play bad?
When Luka's not going, you were just about to say he gets all his teammates going. He gets it going for everybody else. But in that game, he had a bad game. 2 assists. What did he get going? Nothing.
I haven't seen no big games where Luka folded. I haven't seen no playoff games. I haven't seen no big games where Luka folded. All I've seen was Luka bringing it. That's all I've seen. For the most part.
Let's look at Luka's playoff performances throughout his career. Let's look.
That's all
Let's
I've
see
seen for the most part.
bad game.
But Damo,
first year, a 13-point game in the playoffs. Second year, a 19-point game.
But this ain't his first year, though. This ain't Hallie's first year. Y'all said, this is my whole point to y'all, bro. Y'all said that Tyrese Halliburton, no, not you, Damo. Ron, you said that Tyrese Halliburton was top 5 MVP candidate right now. You put him over SGA. You put him over De'Aaron Fox. And then Damo said he was a better playmaker than Luka Doncic. Come on, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying these type of games expose those lies y'all told. Because once you get in these games really reveal where you at. Once you get under the big lights. That was the biggest game. Up into his career, he never had no lights on him like that. So once you get into the biggest game, the big time players make the biggest plays. So that's why I said, bro, that dude really wasn't like that. Because when he got into that situation, he folded, my G. That's all I'm saying. He folded.
We've seen guys that you have better than him.
He's not moving him down and he's seen this man fold, and he still say he ain't moving him down.
I've seen other guys come up short, fold, anything like that in the playoffs before. Right. I've seen guys go in big moments, and they came out on the other side not so great, not so light. We've seen that. That's normal. All I'm saying is, yes, that happened to Reese. He had a bad game. I'm not denying it or making excuses. The Lakers got on him. Cam got in him. Pause. Cam was on him all game. He made it tough for him. And he had a bad game. Cool.
Cam got in him.
I'm not gonna.
That
is ridiculous.
But
I'm not gonna use. But I'm not gonna use a bad game. I'm not gonna
need a moment of silence after that.
We don't.
But he did though.
I'm gonna use one bad game to change how I feel and how I look at a player. I'm not. That makes me wrong. Then hey, I'll just be wrong. Call it bias towards the player. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, everything I said leading up to this point is absolutely wrong because this game. I'm wrong. But no.
The big games tell it.
With that being said, though, Damo, what we do have to recognize, when the lights get brighter and you don't perform, you do have to look at him a little bit different. Right now,
Julius Randle.
You do have to look at him a little bit different right now. I'm not saying Damo because I'm one of those guys who I dig Halliburton, and I still stand on the logic that I feel like in the next 2 years we're going to be talking about him as the best league guard in the game. But this has to change. So if we get in bigger games like this right here, and he does not perform, is this who he really is, or is this just an anomaly? That's my question. It's not the idea.
They don't give Julius Randle that respect. Julius Randle is an all NBA performer, Chilltown. And what do bars them sit up here and do? As soon as he gets to the playoffs, they disrespect this man. Because in the playoffs, he don't perform in the biggest moment. In the biggest games, in the biggest moment, when Julius Randle fold, they use that to degrade him and tear down his ranking. Remember, we were ranking players. Ron and all these dudes did not want to put Julius Randle high on that list. Why? Because they said in the big games, he fold. So now Halliburton, in his biggest game of his short career so far, when Ron was putting him top 5 MVP, this came on here today and say, no, I ain't changing him. Still, he's still where he at. Come on, bro.
Damo, is it fair to say that the game is still there, that the talent is still there, but we still need to see you perform on a consistent basis when the lights get brighter? Is that fair?
That's always been the conversation.
Okay, that's all I'm at. That's all I'm asking. I'm not jumping out the window. Yo, this Ron. And Ron too. Ron in particular, because Ron, you talking about this dude like he is in the same conversation with Steph Curry, with Luka Doncic, with these guys. When in reality, these dudes, De'Aaron Fox has done it on the biggest stage, went toe to toe with Steph Curry. SGA hasn't done it in the postseason yet, so I ain't there with him neither. But guys like Luka Doncic,
so let's keep the same energy with SGA too. But
right. I do.
Just to answer your question, though, just to answer your question, the reason why this doesn't make me feel any different about Hallie is because when you're a young player and you play against a great team like the Lakers, I almost expect you to fall. We've seen it with all the great players. I know you might not like it. You might not like it. Hold on, let me finish. You might not like it. You might not like it. But all of your favorite players have played against
him like you talk about the great ones.
You might not like that. Chill. The reason why I'm doing that is because all the great ones have folded a time or two in the playoffs against great teams. Go look at all your favorite players. I can go critique them about a game.
We didn't talk about them back then like that, though, Ron. We didn't do that. All the great ones. We didn't talk about them like that back then with the great ones.
Everybody has folded in the playoffs. Everybody.
The reason why
everybody has folded on a big stage. The reason why
they're the great ones, though, Ron, is because they did it on the big stage. You're talking about these young guys.
After time, Chill. After time.
And they earned that. This dude hasn't done that yet.
Okay. And this is him earning his stripes. When you take your team to now we're talking. I'm not gonna say I expected him to fold, but I'm not holding it against him that he folded. That more so, that's what I meant to say. I'm like, look. Hold on. Now we're pushing the in-season tournament up like it is the NBA finals and things of that nature. So I don't want to do that. I don't necessarily even think that the NBA Cup was that big of a stage. Like, it was dope and everything, but I'm not going to say that it wasn't the Western Conference Finals. But once again, let's say that the Indiana Pacers do make it to the second round of the playoffs and they go 7 games with the Bucks or with the Celtics.
Right.
I don't expect Tyrese to come out and average 30 and 15 and this and this.
Doing it during the regular season.
And I get that, but you're playing against different teams during the regular season. You're not playing against the Celtics night in and night out.
Hold on. You get my point. My point is you be overrating him for his regular season performances. And then when we talk about the playoffs, you talking about Luka Doncic came in the league. Once he went to the playoffs, he came in destroying teams. He just played a better team, and that's why he lost in the Clippers. But he was destroying them cats from day one.
Once again, though, I said I'm not. No, I never compared him to Luka or Steph. I said no, I didn't. No, I didn't ticket, and I'm gonna repeat myself again. I said it's 2 guys. I said it's 2 guys that I'm leaving. Ticket MVP don't got nothing to do with being better than somebody.
Yes, it is. If you say he's the top 5 MVP, he one of the top 5 players in the world right now.
MVP has nothing to do with being better than somebody.
Oh, Jesus.
I said, look, I said we got Steph, and I said we got Luka, and after that, I'm leaving those 2 out of it, and after that, it's a conversation between everybody else.
Man, come on, man. There ain't no conversation between him, SGA. SGA is an MVP candidate for real. There ain't no conversation between him, De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox probably a top 10, fringe top 10 MVP candidate. It ain't no conversation, man. That man got up under them like and froze, bro. He's shooting air balls from 40 feet out, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that, Ron. Stop making excuse for this man. If that was Julius Randle, you would have came in here like y'all always do, and y'all would have tore his behind the shreds, bro. Y'all sad, but y'all see. I'm gonna tell you something. This is all about who we like. So since they like Hallie, he don't want to criticize Hallie the way he's supposed to criticize. He don't want the criticism to be as loud as the praise.
No, I'm gonna still say the same thing that I've been saying. This Pacers team is not good. His job is to facilitate. He's a point guard, a true point guard. So when the team doesn't play good, obviously he's not
So
going to look
the
good.
Celtics, they beat the Bucks, but they're not good. They beat all those teams, but they ain't good.
Ticket. They're not as good as any
Come
of
on,
those teams.
Hey,
They're not as good as any of those
that's what
teams.
I'm talking about.
They're not as good as any of those teams.
They
And if
beat
any
the
of you
Celtics.
guys come
They
up here
beat the
and say
Bucks.
that, you're just saying that just to argue and to lie. If you say that
who came in here, you made a big deal of this, of him beating the Bucks, dropping them dudes off and stuff. Y'all stood up in here on that last show and made a big deal of what he was doing.
I didn't expect them to beat the Bucks. I didn't.
Hey Ron, if they beat the Lakers, if they beat the Lakers and he goes off like he did on the Bucks, if he goes off like
you know what he would be saying right now.
How we talking about?
I wouldn't be. I'll just be sitting back letting y'all talk.
No, you would not be sitting back, Ron.
I'll be sitting back hosting.
I want to make sure, Ron. I don't want to leave out the fact that I think he's awesome. But when the lights get brighter, this is why I'm not ready to put these dudes in the same conversation with these other dudes. Because when the lights get brighter, it's a different game. And it's a different game to a lot of these different dudes. Is this an anomaly? I don't know. That I don't know. And I don't want to hold the in-season tournament championship game in that high of a regard. However, it was the only game on TV that night. The lights were the brightest, and it was for all the marbles, and he got shut down. He did get shut down. Is this something that's going to happen in the future, Ron? I don't know. But we got to recognize that as of right now, this is what it looks like.
And I want to count some of them assists. They be giving him assists. He ain't had that many assists, bro. I'm gonna start. They cheating his assist.
Now they stat pattern assists.
They be giving this man hockey assists. He ain't had no 11 assists.
Oh man!
I dare Ron or Lo or whoever the hell else watching this to pull the 11 assists and show him that he had. He ain't had no 11 assists, bro. He did not have 11 assists, bro. I watched the game. He didn't have 11 assists. A lot of passes he passed were hockey passes where he made a pass, somebody else made a pass, somebody else may have scored. Man, them dudes wasn't making enough shots for him to have 11 assists. Big Teeth, Buddy Hield, and all them dudes are shooting air balls and stuff. So now what? Where did he get the 11 assists from?
Just
Miles Turner play like trash.
I think Buddy Hield in the last two games, I think he's 2 for like 18, 2 for.
Find 11 assists, Ron. I dare you to do it.
The long ball, something like that.
NBA out here giving dudes assists. Y'all crazy dudes. Like y'all sad, bro. I'm dead serious. I dare anybody on YouTube to make a video and find the 11 assists he had last game. Find them.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know no other stars you put on that team, and they able to do that, and they able to beat the Lakers. Let Luke on that team. He might have a better game than Hadley. He's probably going to score more and all of that.
Luka can win that game. Luka can win that game. Yes, he can.
With Miles Turner playing the way he's playing, matter of fact, with the Lakers just playing the way that they were playing, it's not happening, Ticket.
Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, Ron, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. See, this is what you did. This is what you do. You lower expectations for them bums. So what you do is you lower expectations so that when he don't show up, then you can say, "Oh, they wasn't good." You're sad, bro. You're sad, bro. That's one of the best teams. They're one of the top teams in the East, Ron. Whether you like it or not, they right underneath the 76ers and the Celtics in them. They right there. They're like a top 4 team in the East. What's your excuse? You ain't got none.
I don't have an excuse. I just wanted to say, in light of Ticket doing his victory laps and all that, hey, you got it, big guy. Hey, do your victory laps. You were right. Hallie underperformed. He got beat. He wasn't ready. Cool. Let's not let everything distract y'all from the fact that the Lakers are not healthy and we're putting the league on notice. So y'all better be ready. That's all I'm saying. A healthy Lakers team looks like a goddamn good basketball team. Vando's back. Thank God Vando's back. And it's crazy how great we look, and Gabe Vincent is not here. Trade Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince. Top of the list of what we giving up for anybody, anything coming up forward. Lakers look great. Lakers look amazing. I love them.
Hold on. Taurean Prince balled out. So that went against what you said.
I don't care. He is still a terrorist.
Hold on. That went against what you said because Taurean Prince helped him win it. He helped him win it. He helped him win it. And you wanted to get rid of him.
We have Cam Reddish. Right.
You basketball scientists wanted to get rid of wanted to get rid of Taurean Prince. So that's your fault.
Still do.
And let's talk about this, Damo. And here's why you're disgusting, bro. Darvin Ham, in 1 year and a half, not even a year and a half, Chilltown, this man got a 54, 55% win percentage, right? When Damo and them dudes were saying at the beginning of last season the Lakers had a flawed roster, that's one check against you. So if they had a flawed roster, how can you blame the coach for the team having a flawed roster? Because when they got a good roster, the man had the best record in the league. Then you come to this year, Chilltown. The Lakers currently are one of the best teams in the league, one of the top 7 teams in the league right now. And Chilltown, not only did he go to the Western Conference Finals last year, he's won the first ever NBA Tournament Cup championship. And Damo's still running around here disrespecting this man's name and taking all the credit away from this man.
Which, by the way, Damo, and because if we're being honest, okay, so let's rewind the clock back to the New Orleans game. That zone defense, that was a great game plan, right? I thought that zone defense was a great game plan. I think that Anthony Davis, he didn't play in the fourth quarter. That's a 20-20 game if he plays in the fourth quarter, right? So then now we move to the Indiana game. We got a team that's a fast-paced team. How we slow them down? We give them different looks at their point guard, longer guys, bigger guys, we give them that, and we pick them up full court. That's another great game plan, and it worked. Absolutely. So we do have to recognize that he is scheming. And I always felt like your head coach, he's only as good as his assistants. But at the end of the day, he has the final say so. And I thought that was a great game plan. I do. So we do have to recognize.
Absolutely, I recognize that. The second thing I spoke on when I talked about the Lakers. Was it not if this was a working of Darvin Ham, if this was Darvin Ham's masterclass, then that's great. I want this moving forward. Mm-hmm. I acknowledge Darvin Ham. It's funny when I acknowledge Darvin Ham, no one cares. They just want me to just get down and praise. Like, no, hold on. Exactly. You have to prove to me that you're not. That's fine. You're speaking on when the Lakers had a bad roster and had a bad record. Okay, take it. We have addressed this many times on this very show. If it's not on Darvin, then it's on Rob Pelican. I've said this. If it's not Darvin Ham's fault, fine. The roster that he was given, you can't do well with that. Rob Pelinka, terrorist. I said that. And I said if it's not Rob Pelinka, then Jeannie Buss or whoever's making these decisions that killed the Lakers to me. I have said that and addressed that before on the show. So to ignore that is crazy. If we're going to talk about pre-trade deadline Lakers last year. Now, after the trade deadline, again, I've seen plenty of games where there were terrible decisions made by Darvin Ham. I'm not going to. I need to see constant and consistent great decisions. Now, Ticket, I will always bring this up because I did not know this. You knew this. You brought this to my attention. If Darvin Ham himself told the team to ignore my calls and play your game, if he said that, if that's something, hey, ignore me. Do you? Then, bro, there's a lot of situations now I'm looking at it like, okay, is this Ham? Is this the team? Was the team making bad decisions, or was Ham literally giving bad calls? So now I need to see consistent good streams of games, consistent good schemes, consistent good decisions, and then he's not a terrorist.
You've seen it. Hold on. But Damo, you're lying. Hold on. I'm gonna cook. Now I'm really gonna cook you right now. You have seen it. The first thing he did was put the dude Jewel Marsman up here glazing. He put him in the starting lineup and left him there. That's the first big move he made. He showed the whole world I can use Cam Reddish and use Cam Reddish in a way no other team can use him and show him. That's the first thing.
Not because of us being injured. We had a plague of injuries. Our entire roster was injured.
Because he got plenty of routes he can go. Hold on. He got plenty of routes he can go, and he's still with the Cam Reddish. He went the Roy Hachimura route. He should have stayed with the Austin Reeves route. What about the move?
Times when Roy was hurt.
What about the move? No, but he ain't hurt now. He ain't hurt now. Hold on. But what about the move? Hold on. What about the move of him? I'm going to cook you right now because you easy work, bro. Ron, these dudes is easy for me. What about the move for one to put Cam Reddish in the starting lineup, right? What about the second move that goes against everything you preach? You sitting up here and you are sad, boy. You told him to get rid of Taurean Prince, boy. And not only did he not get rid of Taurean Prince, he doubled down on Taurean Prince, Chilltown, and won big in Vegas, baby. Hey, he put all his chips in the middle of the table, and he won, baby. Styling and profiling. Woo! You've seen it right there. Now, let's move down the list, Ron. What else did he do, Ron? This is what else he did, right? The biggest move, and I mean the biggest move, that all of these haters by the name of Damo running around YouTube tried to fight him against, and that is D'Angelo Russell. Remember when Damo was begging for D'Lo to be out of the lineup, Chilltown, and out of the team? Remember this? But Darvin Ham kept confidence in D'Angelo Russell. He kept confidence in D'Angelo Russell. You wanted D'Angelo Russell off the roster. And those dudes you wanted out of the team, Darvin Ham doubled down on and believed in. He believed in those same dudes you said get rid of, sir. You said that. You're on the record.
You're actively lying.
I don't remember you saying
lying.
that. I'm not gonna say I don't remember you saying about D'Lo. I don't remember that.
He did.
I literally, in the playoffs, I said bench D'Lo. I said we need to bring D'Lo off the bench. I said that. Now I never said get rid of D'Lo. When everyone was talking about, the Lakers get Kyrie, all you gotta do is trade D'Lo. I said no. I'd rather just keep D'Lo. There's no point. We can sign him for less. We can just keep D'Lo and move forward. If we can sign someone better, if we can get someone better and not go crazy overload with the pay, then cool. But I was relatively cool with D'Lo. I don't know where this you wanted D'Lo off the team nonsense is coming from, but Ticket, you're lying. Like,
all
tell the truth.
All that stuff you said don't do, he did and won. All that stuff you said don't do, especially in the Torian Prince. When you talked about how bad Torian Prince was, this at the Torian Prince out there hitting threes in the corner, hitting them with the Jim Jones, balling out there, baby. And I'm talking about big time balling. He's like, in my line of flying, Chill Town. Torian Prince was shooting all those big threes.
If we're talking about Darvin Ham, though, the adjustments that he made, for example, playing zone, and not just playing zone, that Indiana offense, not just the Indiana offense, I'm not zone, I'm sorry. When he was playing man-to-man, the idea to blitz Tyrese Halliburton on pick and rolls, that's big balls right there to do that. Where the guy is dynamic, where the guy is athletic, where the guy is as fast as Tyrese Halliburton at 6'6". The idea to blitz him on pick and rolls and run him off screens like that was huge. And then to do it again in zone, to push him further away from the basket and restrict his looks, that's an adjustment, man. That's part of the game plan. That's a big deal to do something like that because a lot of coaches wouldn't do that. I can tell you right now, Adrian Griffin didn't do that. Not only that, those guys, they dedicated themselves to defense. They dedicated themselves. What I'm saying, Damo, is that these guys, they dedicated themselves to the defensive end of the floor. I don't just mean Anthony Davis. I mean James. I mean Prince. I mean Russell. I mean Austin Reeves. They dedicated themselves to the defensive end of the floor. And I think that's largely due to coaching because I think they believed in his program. I think they believed in his game plan and they executed it. And now moving forward, they're going to believe in him even more. I got to give Darvin Ham more credit than
one thing before you go, Damo. Chill. You as a player notice, and that's why I tell Damo that if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. Chill Town. You as a player notice, whether you a guard, a point guard, or whatever, when the coach has enough humility himself to trust his point guards and his best players on the team to make certain decisions, that's great damn coaching too. Instead of you trying to micromanage everything, that's great damn coaching too. Because sometimes that has to happen. As a coach, if I see that LeBron James and AD, who are the best players on the team or one of the greatest minds in the game, LeBron, sees something on the court, me being a guy who played too, I know sometimes I want to say, hey, coach, man, no, we ain't calling that shit. We doing something else. This is working right here. We need to roll with this. You see something different, we on the court. So with Darvin Ham doing that and not trying to strong arm the situation and say, hey, man, if y'all see something that y'all like better than what I'm saying, go ahead and roll with it. Because that's what he said. It's on YouTube. Bro, that's great coaching too. But you don't want to give him that. See, that you have to be able to have humility sometimes when you're coaching certain players on certain levels. That's great coaching too. That's the reason why Phil Jackson was so great. He was able to control and manage egos, understand when certain guys needed this, when certain guys needed that. All that goes into the game. So the other part of the things that you don't see outside of X's and O's, you got to give that to Darvin Ham too, because he's managing egos too on that team.
Let me get this out the way now because, again, I don't like the lies being told. I don't like the lies being spread. When it comes to trades for the Lakers, when it was the Levine and Caruso saga, I said trade Gabe Vincent and Torian Prince in a pick. I was told by everyone, now, Damo, you know that's not enough. I said I literally said Gabe Vincent, Torian Prince, and picks. I'm not willing to give up a lot for that. I don't want to give up a lot for that. Then the conversation came that, okay, if it's Reeves or D'Lo, because you got to give up one, who would you give up? I said, I'd rather keep Reeves than D'Lo. Fine. If it comes down to it, I would rather keep Reeves and D'Lo. Don't trade them both. But if I can get it pitch perfect, trade Gabe Vincent and Torian Prince and picks. That was my take. Go back and watch across multiple platforms. Every time I talk about trading, that is the go-to trade. I don't know why people feel the need to say I'm lying or capping about my takes. Tell me. I don't ever go out and say, hey, we need to trade D'Lo for X, Y, and Z. Never. If the conversation boils down to it, who would I rather have? Okay, cool. I'd rather have X player over D'Lo. Yes, that is true. But that's not what I'm not saying, hey, go trade D'Lo for Zach LaVine. I never said that because I don't want Zach LaVine. Rather have Caruso if it comes down to it, and I got to give up D'Lo for Caruso. Man, I'd be mad, but I understand it because I'm not trying to give up Reeves. So if I'm a liar, man, hey, show me I'm a liar. Prove to me I'm a liar.
Mars, do you agree that Darvin Ham is this thing that Donald calls him?
No.
Thanks for telling the truth, Mars. I appreciate that.
Yo, this is a good time to tell everybody. If you haven't got a chance to go to playerschoicemerch.com, it's no better time than now. Go there now. Hey, save it in your browsers. Make it one of your favorites. We're gonna be dropping hot heat fire all throughout the whole year next year. But we got some good things for you to grab for Christmas as well right now. So go ahead and do that. Also, if you want to send super chats offline when you're not able to attend live, I know this is the only chance you get to send super chats. You can send them offline and we'll read them when we come back to the show. You can see our Venmos on the screen. We got a PayPal on the screen, and we also got a new Cash App on the screen as well. You can also click these links right here in the chat, and it'll take you right there. Speaking of super chats,
bro, it's okay for you to criticize Halliburton, bro. It's okay for you to do that, dog.
Ticket, it is.
No. It's okay for you to do that, bro. Don't be afraid to do that, though. Because you afraid to put your feet in that water. You afraid to do that, Ron.
Ticket, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to criticize Hallie.
Relationship, whatever, bro. Keep it 100, bro. Keep it 100, bro. Don't be afraid of that, dog. Stand in that water, boy. Stand in that water.
I'm not afraid. Listen, I don't think Halliburton just played terrible. I don't think he gave the game away. I think he was, from the beginning, he was outmatched. Secondly, bro, when you're playing against Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, Cam Reddish,
he was playing against Cam Reddish,
and all of those other guys, I'm saying though, he still has to. Anthony Davis is still the head of that defense. So when this whole
airball 3-pointers,
Ron,
shot what?
Ron,
he played against 30-foot airball 3-pointers.
He played against Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best defensive players in the game.
Yes,
he played against Brook Lopez, one of the best defensive players in the game. And with all of those guys, he did work against those guys, right? So the process of him doing work against them, you came in here, you gave it up for him. Now all of a sudden he comes in, he gets slowed down by also a pretty good defense. And now it's I expected him to do that.
I didn't
know. I'm not gonna say expected him to do that against Milwaukee. If you expected him to do that against the Lakers, you had to expect him to do that against Milwaukee.
I'm not saying I expected him to do that. I'm saying I'm not surprised that he did that. I'm not surprised that a good defense stifled a young player. I'm not, like when you go up against a better opponent, you're supposed to lose to a better opponent.
No, I ain't say that. We ain't say that. We talking about his play. We talking about how he played. Because you came in here, you praised him for how he ran against everybody else. And then as soon as he ran into the Lakers, now it's, the team wasn't that good. I wasn't expecting him to do. Come on, bro.
My thing is, what? Are you guys being serious right now? Are we Ticket? Are you being serious?
What y'all do? Y'all throw
no, Ticket. Are you being serious? So look, check this out. You let me know, Mars. I'm gonna ask you. What point guard is gonna get picked up full court when he's coming off pick and rolls? They double and they blitz him and they get the ball out of his hand. What point guard is going to be effective against a scheme like that? You let me know.
Everyone that's great. All of the
in the NBA right now.
Mars,
all five guys. The defense honed in on you. You're getting picked up full court. When you come off pick and rolls, they're doubling and they're blitzing you.
Mars,
who's going to be effective against that? Let's just break down basketball now.
Yeah, go ahead, Mars.
And let me know how they're going to be effective. So then we can talk about that as well on the back end.
From my knowledge, this might be from last season. The most double teamed players in the NBA are Luka, Shea, Trey, Steph. From guards, not like Giannis.
No, not guards, Mars. Lead guard.
So Luka, Shea, Steph, Dame. Luka, Dame, Shea, Steph, Trey are five of the most double teamed players in the NBA. I know that they all seem to do fine, but on the same scope, the Lakers aren't the team you're playing every night. The Lakers are a different defense to the rest of the NBA. So I see both sides of the argument, but think it's fair to say Tyrese didn't play great. The Lakers defense had a lot to do with it. But also, he probably isn't as good as you think he is anyway.
Thank you.
At least not right now,
Ron.
Ron.
Thank you,
At
Mars.
least not right
Thank
now,
you,
Ron. It's not.
Thank you, Mars.
It's not, Ron. It's not that he won't be that. Just not right now. That's all.
Listen, like I said, I'm not retracting any energy that I have for Hadley. I still feel the same exact way that I feel about Hadley. But here's also, so chill. I'm supposed to be like, okay, he performed bad. He's not as good as this, and this. No, Ticket. I'm telling the truth. When you play up against a defense like that, and your teammates aren't perforing to the level that they should perform, you're gonna have. No, but here's what I'm saying though, Ticket, because he airballed a couple threes. Okay, but he still shot good from the field.
We're saying he got forced into playing the way he didn't want to play. We're saying that you're not doing that. Hold on. But you just asked Mars a question. Yeah. We're saying that those other guys Mars just named, I don't care who they playing against. Mars said, oh, they're not playing against the Lakers. I don't care who they're playing against. They're doing the same thing. Whether it's Steph Curry, whether it's SGA, whether it's Luka Doncic, whether it's Dame, or whether it's goddamn De'Aaron Fox, they're getting to the same spots. You're not forcing them to do something they don't want to do. I don't care if you're trapping them, double teaming them, pressing them full court. They are not going to let you dictate what they do. Tyrese Halliburton ain't as good as you say he is, because he could not dictate how he wanted to play when the pressure got put on him. He got to fly under the radar and be all smooth and get praised by dudes like you and dudes like Damo. And as soon as he got them headlights put on him, his ass froze up and his real game was dope.
Other than Luka, I've seen defenses force all of those other guys to play different styles.
Oh, Shaq?
All of them. Yes.
When you seen him do stuff like that?
Yes. I've seen Shea get locked up by good defenses too. I've seen Shea forced into tough shots. I've seen Shea have bad games and all of that too. Ticket. So do we got to go down all the games for the season? Or do we got to go? I've seen Shea not have the best nights.
Saw Thompson.
Man, be quiet, man. Throw ass down somewhere.
Never mind.
Well, okay. Well, what about Luka, Ron? Who made Luka do that?
I'm not. I said other than Luka. I'm not. Once again, I'm not comparing Tyrese to Luka. But then when you got guys like Steph, Trey, and point guards like that, the thing about them is they're going to get. They have other matter of fact, all of these other guys, they have other playmakers on the team. So if you get blitzed and the ball comes out of your hand, it's still other guys that can facilitate the offense. With the Pacers, it's like we got one guy, and once you cut the head of the snake off right there, it's nothing else we could do. TJ McConnell. How many minutes did TJ McConnell play? I mean,
they were big minutes.
TJ McConnell played 17 minutes. He played. Okay, so I'm glad you said that.
He played better than Tyrese Halliburton. TJ McConnell.
He went 3 for 11 from the field.
He got outplayed by his backup. He
did have 9 assists, though. He did have 9 assists.
He was good 17 minutes.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid of the moment either. And I thought that the coach should have played him more and bench your little bum Tyrese Halliburton. I'm just telling you the truth. He'd probably won.
All right, now you just hating.
What about Halliburton's confidence? What about you gonna mess his confidence? What happened to trusting your guy?
Who cares about his confidence? He was shooting the air ball.
When I said that about D'Lo, when I said, "Hey man, bench D'Lo, he playing bad. Our backup's doing better. Schroeder's giving better energy." Oh no, you gotta trust him. You gonna waver his confidence. You gotta let him know that he's trusted. You gotta be a good coach. You just said that. You just said stick it with your guy. That's his guy.
I did say that. I did say that. I did say that. Hold on. You're right. I did say that. But it's reasons why. And this is why you got to understand the psychology of basketball, sir. The psychology of basketball is this. I can't treat Chilltown maybe like I can treat Ron, because they may have two different mentals in the game. Listen to what I'm saying and you'll learn. Chilltown understands this as a coach. Phil Jackson ain't treat the other player like he treat Dennis Rodman, because he understands how Dennis Rodman operates, how he works, how mentally he is. So Phil Jackson may tell another player, hey, man, you can't do this, but tell Dennis you can, because he understands certain things. So what I'm saying about D'Lo is this. When you look at D'Angelo Russell, he is mentally weak. So if you put him to the bench or you bring him off the bench, you're going to completely lose him. A guy like Tyrese Halliburton, we don't know where he's at on that level because we haven't seen him enough to see whether or not if I bench him, he's going to get stronger from it or he's going to be weak from it. Chill know what I'm talking about. You can make all these little funny faces you want, but Chill know where I'm coming from. It's a
I'm making these
psychological
funny
thing sometimes.
faces. I'm making these funny faces because this makes absolutely no lick of sense. If you don't know if Tyrese Halliburton is mentally weak or strong,
That's
why
what I
risk it by assuming he's
because the backup was playing better that night.
Mentally weak. So
Because the backup was out playing in that
because
game.
you don't know, you leave him on the court and you find out is he mentally strong enough. You have to find that
the
out.
backup
Now,
outplayed him. TJ McConnell outplayed him.
proved to you. Now, to you, D'Lo proved he is mentally weak. So you have that. Maybe Tyrese is mentally weak. Maybe you can bench Tyrese and he just bounced back. Maybe Rick Carlisle knows that because that's his player. So he knows that ticket. So he has to leave him on the court, right? That's your point. Trust your guy. Leave your guy on the floor and let him learn. You let him know that you trust him for big situations. There's no way we're going to say, oh, this isn't like D'Lo because that was the playoffs. But this is the in-season tournament. And in the same breath, in the same conversation this is stemming from, him playing bad in the in-season tournament, and you're saying other guys play great in the playoffs and these lights are brighter. It make sense. The dollars aren't making sense. That's all I'm saying.
I've already made it make sense, and it's easy work. Once again, it only take me 2 seconds. First of all, it makes sense because think about it like this. The backup wasn't out playing D'Lo in that series. Dennis Schroeder wasn't out playing D'Lo. Dennis Schroeder wasn't doing anything offensively in that series. Dennis Schroeder wasn't doing anything great defensively in that series. TJ McConnell clearly was outplaying Tyrese Halliburton in that game. So he should have been playing more minutes, which is why, as a coach, TJ McConnell really changed the tempo of the game with his aggressiveness offensively. He wasn't scared to do the things that Tyrese Halliburton was scared to do early in that game.
So Ticket, check me out. So check me out. You're running the Halliburton just because you're trying to you have a case against Halliburton right now, and I understand you're trying to build that. I get that.
So my case is that you guys are overrating this dude, and he ain't did nothing.
Okay, and now I think you're overrating TJ McConnell. But he did have a good game. But you saying bench Halliburton, that don't even make no sense. Bruce Brown went 2 for 9. He should have hit the bench. Buddy Hield went 3 for 11. He should have hit the bench. Aaron Nesmith, 4 for 10. He should have hit the bench. So chill. If all these guys hit the bench, so who was on the floor?
Matherin, Obi Toppin.
The other dude, what's the other dude? Trilltown name?
Who am I thinking about?
Other dude to play defense.
Matherin, Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell. Who else am I thinking about?
There's one other guard that was out there.
Nate Smith was out there. Yep. Yes, those are the guys that were on the floor.
He didn't have a good game either.
Yeah, you want to kick it?
They all had bad games. Miles Turner had a bad game. He should have hit the bench. So that's what I'm saying. Like everybody had a bad game. TJ McConnell, by the looks of things, he didn't really have that good of a game. Like he did have an impact. You know, obviously his impact goes deeper than numbers and all of that good stuff. But everybody shot bad. Everybody shot bad. So when your team shoots bad from top to bottom, as your playmaker, as your point guard, as your passer, as the initiator of the offense, you're going to look bad. Especially when the defense is blitzing you and you don't have opportunities to score because they're throwing you off your game. They're picking you up. They're blitzing you off pick and roll.
They wasn't doing all that, man.
So he wasn't getting blitzed off pick and roll,
bro. They played him one-on-one in the first half, bro. Cut it out, man. That boy had a one-on-one in the first half.
Yo, somebody tag me in, man.
One-on-one. And Bob, Big Ox seen it. Big Ox. Big Ox. Big Ox. You think they would have did the Aaron Fox like that?
Well, that's not fair because Tyrese ain't the end.
Come on,
so that's not fair. That's not fair.
But so he went down the Aaron Fox like that.
Real quick though, Ticket, because I was watching. I had to run down the street real quick, drop off this rental, and I was listening, and I just want to say this real quick, Ron. That was disgusting work out of you, saying that you expect the brother to fold. Like I heard what you said though, Ryan, and that was insane. That was nasty work.
When I say I expected him to fold, like I'm not necessarily saying I expected him to fold. That's not what it is. What I'm saying is like no, I'm saying like when a young player plays up against a good team, or you said what?
You expect him to bend?
No, I don't expect him. I wanted Tyrese to have a good game, and I did expect him to have a good game. What I'm saying is I'm not surprised that he had it, that he didn't play up to the standard that he's been playing up to all year, that he didn't play up to his in-season tournament.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to give yourself an out.
I'm not. Look, got nothing to do with me. Look. I said what I said, and I feel about Tyrese how I feel. That's not his career. And that's not my career.
But look, Ron, because I didn't mean to get stuck on that. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot, not a lot, but I got a few more topics I just want to touch on real quick, brother, because I don't want to get you back into that mindset because that was disgusting, despicable behavior.
All I'm saying is it happens. Hold on, right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It happens to all the good, great, and legendary players. They have bad games, and what do bad games do? They give a moment that they can learn from, build on, and get better on. So that's what the point that I'm making is this is the first time that we're going to see Tyrese get beat up in the playoffs, have bad games and things like that. This is what makes these guys what they become. This is a moment that he can look back on and get better. So more so what I'm saying is I expect this to happen from a 23-year-old player that's still growing, still becoming who he is. And on top of that, is not playing on the best team with the best of standards. You play a big game and you get your ass kicked. The same thing.
He also said he still got him ranked over.
I heard the whole thing, Ticket. I heard.
He still got him ranked over SGA. Come on, bro. Keep it real. And we still hold on. We seen De'Aaron Fox balling in the playoffs.
But Ticket, this is the thing too, because you and Chilltown, y'all going a little overboard with all this anyway. You know what I'm saying?
How so?
Because y'all, that was an AAU tournament.
How am I going overboard?
That was an AAU tournament.
You should have played better than right.
That was an AAU tournament. Y'all acting like I was the playoffs or something. He ain't fold under no championship. No, like that wasn't no win or go home type situation.
His biggest game in his career.
And this, it was I don't think so.
He ain't played in a game bigger than his whole career than that game. That was the biggest game. That
was a regular season game with a trophy at the end.
Man, come on, man. That man was walking around here acting like it was an NBA final.
It didn't even come to a regular season record, so it's not a regular season game.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's
see.
Thank you, Mars. Yeah, Mars.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I take that as more so like what I'm saying. I mean, now the money, okay, I could dig that for the money. Don't get me wrong, because I've been hyping that up from the beginning. I think $500,000 is a lot of money regardless of who you are. I think Jeff Bezos would like to have a $500,000 just, for a basketball game. But what I'm saying is, I feel like y'all kind of just hyping the implications of that game. I don't think. I think you downplay it.
I think. Keep going. I'm sorry, big guy.
I just don't think that we should condemn him like, oh, he folds like he doesn't. So what are we gonna say now? So okay. So right now, you know what y'all are doing right now, Chilltown Ticket. Y'all are setting a precedence for young fellas in the future that we're gonna have to hear people talking about. What about your in-season tournament rising? Do you rise in in-season tournament? I don't want to hear.
If the Lakers, big guys, you're not doing that because if the Lakers would have won, we would have heard all the nonsense. We would have heard all the playoff. James can't get it done. Anthony Davis is soft. This is what happens in big games. So don't sit there and act like this game wasn't a big deal. Just because it was a big deal. That's exactly what you're saying.
You are setting the dangerous precedence, Chilltown. You are setting the dangerous precedence.
No, we're not. No, because
Chill. So what I'm saying is, in a couple years, Chill, I don't want to hear you talking about how these kids make you want to drive your car into a tree. I don't want to hear you talking about they taking years off your life, Chilltown, because you are setting a precedence for that this very instant. I'm trying to be on the right side of history.
Well, here's the problem.
I'm trying to stay calm, Chilltown, but I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Look, here's the problem. What I'm saying is, Chill, I'm telling you, Chill, you're doing it. We can't do this because in 5 years, Chilltown, look, we're going to be hearing about let me see. Who played bad? Who had a bad in-season tournament? What team that's supposed to be good? With the Sixers?
The Nuggets. The Nuggets never won.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Morris. We're gonna have to hear people talking about, Joker's. We're gonna have to hear Sengun is better than Joker because Joker's in-season tournament rising. He didn't rise in the in-season tournament. We're gonna have to hear. Well, he's a good regular season player, but in the in-season tournament, he kind of falls. So
what does it deal with that? Hold on. Hold on. So since they got chill, since they got the tournament, and since this is called an in-season tournament for a cup, based off Mars, you're overseas. You know how they treat the cups overseas. But based off this being in the States, what is the meaning? What are y'all's definition of winning this cup means? So y'all basically saying all y'all saying it don't mean nothing.
I'm not saying it don't mean nothing. I'm saying it's not the playoffs.
We're not so no, but I'm saying, but what is like in the NBA history, right? Where does this like what do you guys think going forward from now on forward the in-season tournament does for you? It doesn't do anything for your resume. Y'all don't think that?
No, it gets you some more bread though. It does something for your pockets.
I mean, it depends on how players look at it going forward. So how players look at it next year, then the year after that. If I see the players actually look at it, they reference it, they care about it. If you see the talking heads of former players probably coming out of the league, like right out the league when this is starting, if they're saying the players are taking it serious and they hold it in high regard, I have no reason not to. But if the players are treating it just as another check, and the aura around it is really not cared about, then I'm not personally going to hold. I'm gonna say it's a elevated regular season game. It means a little more than a regular season game, but like right below a playing game in
But they
terms
wasn't
of
doing that this year, Damo. All the teams was, look at this. Most of the games were close. Most of the games were highly competitive, and all of the teams. This was intense. You got to listen. Whenever you see LeBron James and AD playing that hard, whenever you see Giannis and them playing that hard, because Giannis was playing hard. Giannis was playing hard. The Celtics, all them teams was playing hard, bro. KD and them was playing hard. This team.
So what are you saying? Are you saying Giannis don't play hard in the regular season?
No, I'm saying those games. No, I'm saying, but those games came into. It wasn't like the All-Star game atmosphere where you look at the All-Star game.
If you got heart and you a dog like Giannis, you should be playing to the best of your ability. Just like you said with AD. Hold Giannis to that sense. So basically,
I do.
See, I'm trying to help you in Chilltown not set this precedence of what y'all are.
I'm not setting big
y'all are two big names in this area. People are listening to what y'all are saying. When you say this, Chilltown, we gonna have now. I'm gonna have to deal with what y'all set me up for. I just don't want to go out like that.
No, I'm not doing that.
There is a Mars is not the last Mars. That's no disrespect, Mars. I love you, brother. What I'm saying is there is going to be a Mars coming behind Mars. In 5 years, there's going to be another smart young whippersnapper pull up here and get to telling us about in season rising.
Right.
I just don't. I don't know if I can handle it.
So two things, Ox. You brought up a point, and 100% true when you said that we don't know how big a deal the in-season tournament is going to be until 5, 8, 10 years down the line. We don't know how big a deal this is going to be, because just like we may very well have the NBA champion win the in-season tournament, we may have the in-season tournament champion not make the playoffs. So that may very well happen, right? But with that being said, Big Ox, when I see the playoff atmosphere here, this is a prelude to what the postseason is going to look like. And if this is what you look like when we get deep into the playoffs, or when we get into a playoff atmosphere, or when the bets get higher, is this who you really are? That's something that needs to be talked about, as opposed to just crowning a guy or saying that a guy who played bad in the in-season tournament championship game, you suck. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, though, is this in-season tournament gives us a better idea for guys who've never made the playoffs, for guys who've never seen that kind of atmosphere, gives us an idea of what it could look like. We did the same thing with James Harden in 2012 in the NBA Finals. James Harden is young. He's in the NBA Finals. He doesn't do very well. And the logic on James Harden was, he's just young. He didn't do very well. When in reality, this is who this guy really is.
But this is nothing like the playoffs, though, Chilltown. I think Ron tried to allude to that earlier. This is more like I called it an AAU tournament. I feel like that was too. It's like March Madness. It's winner go. It's like
that's tougher. That's tougher than the playoffs. That's one game elimination.
Maybe to you.
So then if that's the case, we got to judge it as a series. Then we got to judge all the games in one. We got to put everything together. And if that's the case, he played better than everybody in this in-season tournament, and it's nothing else to talk about.
Who's played better than everybody else?
Yes.
Man,
over the span of the whole in-season tournament, Tyrese Halliburton played better than everybody. He reached he upped his game more than everybody else. He dragged the team. I don't want to say drag the team. I'm gonna stop just bashing the Pacers like that. I'm gonna stop just bashing the Pacers like that. But I'm gonna say he carried more than anybody else in the in-season tournament.
You got them lies built up. That boy ain't carried, man. You ain't carried when another player had 26 and 12 on your team. You ain't carried when another dude with big teeth had 5 or 6 threes. Miles Turner had 26.
So now I want you to press Miles the same way you're pressing Tyrese, because he played like shit in the championship game against Anthony Davis. Because look, here's also another thing, Ticket. If Hallie would have been playing against another great point guard, if he would have been playing against De'Aaron, Luka, Steph, Trae Young, even Jalen Brunson, whatever point guard you want to say, and they would have outperformed them, Ticket, that's how you would have started the show. Ticket, I wouldn't even be able to come on here and ask Damo how's the weather in Carolina.
I didn't think Cam Reddish could shut down the great Tyrese. I didn't think that. I saw the day before yesterday. I watched Cam Reddish shut him out the game. It wasn't no traps until the second half, Ron. I watched the game. It was 1-on-1, baby. And guess what? The referee still tried to help your boy. They called that bull jab foul on Cam Reddish when Cam plucked him clean.
was a clean
All
rip.
ball.
That was a
All
clean
ball,
rip.
baby.
I asked
Give me
you
that.
about Miles
With them
Turner.
fake handles. Give me that.
Oh, I asked you about Miles Turner.
Give me that.
You tried to say Miles Turner was
Nobody
this.
said
He was
Miles
top
Turner was
10.
top 5 MVP candidate.
We're talking about Miles Turner ticket. You said he was
No, but
good.
nobody said Miles Turner was top 5 MVP candidate. Nobody said Miles Turner was one of the best big men in the world. Nobody said any of this stuff. The only thing we said to you is that Miles Turner was a respectable option on that team that was averaging 17 points and almost 8 rebounds a game.
And I'm glad you said that, Ticket. This is what I've been waiting to get to, because he had 10 points, 7 rebounds, and he fouled out the game.
Well, guess what? He had a harder job than Halliburton.
He shot 27% from the field.
The guard AD. Who did Halliburton have to guard? Cam Reddish? Because Doodoo Brown was with D'Lo. What's the excuse? Cam Reddish can't score. So not only did your guy have to guard somebody who can't score, he got shut down by a dude who basically was an outcast and almost out the NBA.
But he's supposed to be one of the best defenders in the league, too.
Who?
Miles Turner.
Yeah, but AD, he's
supposed to be one of the better bigs.
That don't matter when you're playing against one of the best players in the world.
He leads the league in blocks and all of this.
That doesn't matter when you're playing against one of the best players in the world. Remember, Giannis still put 37 on his head the night before. What did that mean?
So what happens when you're playing against one of the better defenses or better teams?
37-11 and then 40 and 20.
Giannis put 37 on his head the night before. You ain't saying nothing about that, Ron. Keep the same energy, baby boy. Ron, I will cook you. I will do this to you every single day and make your head spin, boy. Ron, you are going to come off this dude. Ron, before the end of this season, now, chill, I'm going to tell you what he's going to do. Indiana's going to get to the playoffs. That boy going to fold in the playoffs and play like garbage, because you know when they get to a 7-game series, they're going to focus on him, Chilton. He's already showed you he's willing to fold. They're going to make him fold like a tent. Ron is going to
I just acknowledged that. I just acknowledged the fact that when they get to the playoffs, and I think we can all see this. This is just logical, and this is what has happened to everybody. And I'm telling you, everybody. I'm not predicting the future. I'm literally going off the past. Even Luka, you went to the playoffs. Yes, you won a couple series and you had good games, but your team gets bounced. Your team gets bounced because your team is not good enough. Tyree's team is not good enough. He doesn't have a consistent second option. He doesn't have a consistent third option.
I'm talking about his play. Luka balled out. Every time they got beat, Luka was destroying the Clippers.
Luka is the exception. Luka is an exception to everything. I keep saying leave Luka out of this. You keep running to Luka.
I can keep going if you want to do that.
But you can go to Trae Young.
No, I'm going right to De'Aaron Fox. What did De'Aaron Fox do in his first year in the playoffs, Ron?
Got bounced.
Did he play well?
In the process of him getting bounced, how'd that go?
Yes. And I expect Hallie to ball out, but he's going to get bounced, and he's going to have a couple bad games. And he's going to have a couple bad games.
So now you do? You just said I
no. They're gonna get bounced. He's gonna have some good games. He's gonna have a bad game or two. And when he has a bad game, you're gonna come in here. You're gonna say, "Oh, he's trash, Ron. He's this, Ron. I told you he's not jumping off my screen."
When he has a bad series.
I just watched him play 7 in-season tournament games. He balled out for 6 of them. He had one bad game, and you guys are coming up here criticizing him. So once again, this is the same thing that's going to happen in the playoffs when he plays against a better team. When he plays against a better team, it's going to happen.
And by the way, everybody in the comment section reminded me, Ja Morant better than him too. Point blank period. And that ain't even no question.
Remember, Ron, I'm an advocate of Tyrese Halliburton. I just need to see it, man. I just need to see more. That's all. That's it. I ain't ready to put him on that level with these other dudes until I see.
Where was all the laughing at? Where was all the dancing at last game? Remember the laughing and the skipping and the dancing he was doing when he's hitting threes? What happened? Bro, what happened to all that? I ain't seen none of that. Mars, the man was cheesing. His daddy was all on the sideline cheesing. What happened last game? Where was all the laughs? What happened?
Can I holler at Damo real quick?
Yeah, Damo.
Damo.
Oh, you done, Ron?
You as well were being disgusted. That was so disingenuous from you, Damo. Just a backhanded compliment to Darvin Ham. Show the brother some love, Damo. Show him some love, Damo. Come on, bro. You gonna say if this was Darvin Ham's plan? Why you can't? Because when they bad, it's Darvin Ham.
Whoa.
So when they're good, let it be Darvin Ham too, bro.
I walk back on that. That was a 50-50 shot. I said that. I got to reassess everything now. I did say that. I literally just said that. I said, if this is the case, because that is new information brought to me. I didn't know. And that could be something super simple. I'm not the guy that played pro ball. So I wouldn't, hey, man, I'm not there. I say it all the time. I'm not in these locker rooms. I'm at home chilling.
Right.
So if that's the case, better. I got to reassess now. But I can only go off of what I've seen, what I know, and move forward. Cool. I will. If Darvin Ham shows me that he's a better coach, I will talk about him like he's a better coach. We're healthy now. Players are. We can see more schemes. We can see more aligners being thrown at people. We can see a lot more stuff now, and I'm willing to wait and I'm willing to see. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy unless I see something crazy. I don't feel like I'm that.
Damo, I want you to tell the truth about something right now. I want you to tell the truth about something right now and put everything that you love on this.
Okay.
If Darvin Ham would have won a championship last year, would you still be saying what you said?
I'm gonna be 100% honest. It depends how it happened. It genuinely
depends. Chill. That's what we talking about. Bro, this dude's a hater.
Because the 2016 Cavaliers won a championship, and I felt no different about Ty Lue. He is still a terrorist. He's still a small ball merchant. There is no, everything changed. No, I didn't like Tyronn. I didn't think Ty Lue was going to be a crazy good coach. But when he got the job, I wasn't really high on Ty Lue at all. When he won, they came back from insurmountable odds. Me personally, I'm like, man, hey, LeBron and Kyrie, those guys are amazing. Like those players, phenomenal players. They're great. When we won in 2020, I never said, oh man, Frank Vogel, his system, hey man, you need that. That's top level. No, I said, Anthony Davis is my finals MVP, and goddamn LeBron is looking good.
Why not though, Damo? Why not though, Damo? Because if you think about what y'all did in 2020 with the defense that you guys had, well, Frank Vogel, that's what he was doing in Indiana, so he's got a track record of that. So why wouldn't you praise that from him? Why are you not recognizing who he is and what he's doing? It's the same logic going on with Darvin Ham right now. Darvin Ham is not the same coach today as he was a year ago when he first got the job. No, he is not.
He has to prove that. He has to prove, because I see in the play, because I watched in the playoffs him make questionable decisions and things that didn't make sense. We all seen it.
All coaches do that. All coaches. The great Pat Riley.
Until he's not. Go ahead.
And the great Pat Riley said it. He's made dumb decisions. And talking about in 1984 when he called timeout before James Worthy threw the ball away. Like, why am I calling timeout? We got the lead. Why am I not advancing the basketball to half court instead of taking it out right where we had it? Right where we took it out at. So all coaches have made bad decisions early in their careers, right? But in the process of them doing that, they learn from them. I like to think that Darvin Ham is learning from some of his mistakes, and he's still a young coach. He's in year 2 of being a head coach in the NBA. Year 2. It's not like he's in year 8 or 9. We don't even know who this dude is as a coach.
Already went to the West Finals and already won the cup.
That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. And if this is something going forward, that's him learning on the job, hey, that's fine. When things start getting more consistent and better, we can talk about you differently. But I can only judge what I see. When it comes to Frank Vogel, yes, Frank Vogel had things that he did and implemented that was fine, which is why I didn't want him fired. I might not have boasted and raved about how great it was, but I definitely wasn't complaining or using him as an excuse or using him as bail when we did lose, when there were bad games. No, I would just say guys like KCP need to do better. That's why you're wearing an ankle monitor. I was saying stuff like that. I wasn't the guy blaming the coach, because I knew Frank Vogel was important, and I seen what he did on a nightly basis, and I respected it. With Darvin Ham, again, a new coach, that's absolutely fine. We can take that into consideration moving forward. He's learning on the job. We can take that into consideration moving forward. You consistently string together good work, I'll talk about you differently, and I'll give you your praise. That's it. If I see good work, I'm going to talk about good work. I've seen a lot of questionable stuff. I'm going to critique it. It's very fair.
But the other thing, too, that I wanted to bring up is Peyton Manning. LeBron is like Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there might be times where Darvin might throw up run this, but Bron has that quarterback on the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he can just, I don't know. Like you said, I'm not in the locker room either, but I have no intel on what's going on in the Lakers. That's absolutely but LeBron is Peyton Manning out there. You know what I'm saying? He can for sure audible when it's time to audible. He has that trust, he has that IQ, and I'm sure Darvin Ham has no issue with it. So that's kind of what I was getting to because we've been having these conversations for about a week now or whatever. You sent that one video in where you can clearly see that Bron's looked and was kind of like, all right, bro, like, and just went. I don't think that's a bad look on Darvin Ham. I think that just shows this is, LeBron James been in the NBA for 21 years now. So he knows what he's doing out there. So I do believe that Bron has. I don't think everybody on every team, obviously not everybody, but there's some teams that don't have a guy like that. But for the most part, you got guys like Bron, CP3, Steph.
That was the case with Rondo. That was why Rondo got with Rick Carlisle, because Rick Carlisle was such a micromanager, and Rondo didn't like that. Rondo didn't like Rick Carlisle calling every single play, every single possession. When Rondo was like, "Look, I can feel the game. Just let me do the play calling." Because most coaches, even when he was with the Lakers, remember that Frank Vogel was letting Rondo do the play calling in the game. Whatever he wanted, you run it. A lot of coaches do that, and it takes humility and it takes being a good coach to read your players and say, "Okay, he can handle this responsibility of changing this play." Some teams have had coaches where they told the point, you just call the plays as we go up and down. Some coaches want a strong arm and they say, no, I'm going to call every play. See what I'm saying? So you have to understand and gauge that. That's a part of being a good coach, part of not being a jerk in a JA that will run players off or that make players dislike you. Bob knows this. I know this too.
And
I still don't like Rick Carlisle for that.
And to your point, Damo, I mean, we've got documented evidence of players in huddles. If you rewind the clock back to 2015 in the East semis, David Blatt is drawing up the play. James goes, "No, we're not running that. Give me the ball. Game over right here." We have Mike Brown in the huddle drawing up the play. Kobe Bryant is walking on the floor with Andrew Bynum. We're not running that. You get on the block, I'm coming to you. We have players documented evidence that they've done that, and the coaches being okay with it because they trust their players. So I don't think it's a bad thing to not necessarily wave a coach off, because I don't want to be disrespectful, but there has to be an equal amount of trust between us. I can appreciate the stuff that you running, but when I'm out here on the floor, let me do my job, because we don't have to run everything you say. We don't have to do that.
That's the truth between Luka. That's the truth between Luka and old boy that's in Indiana right now. That's the reason why they got into it, because Luka wanted to kind of do play calls, and Rick Carlisle was still trying to strong arm and micromanage. You know what I'm saying, bro? And Luka was like, "Look, man, I can handle this." You know what I'm saying? But the coach, that's why they got into it.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I'm trying to let you guys know. That's why my man wasn't able to really get down in the championship game, because Rick Carlisle had handcuffs on him. He wasn't trying to let him off the hook, Hey, it's funny how everything comes full circle. Hey, Rick, man, let that boy ball. What's up, Damo? You was about to say something?
Oh, I was about to say just Chilltown earlier this season, and the reason we even had that conversation about, is this okay? Is this a good sign with LeBron and AD waving Ham off? Earlier this season, we seen the clips of LeBron sitting on the sidelines saying, "Yo, do these dudes not realize I can play point guard?" Chill, you sent me that.
Yep. I remember that.
We seen AD being in post game meetings and interviews with the media, and they're asking him, "So, like, would you not prefer to get the ball in the post more?" I mean, yeah, I would prefer it. I would want to get the ball in the post more, but we're not seeing that on the court. So for me, a guy that's not in that locker room, it would just make me ask, okay, so is the coach wanting something different? Now we're seeing something like that. All right, what is this a good sign? This is a bad sign. Now, again, I'm going to keep saying it because it's new information, and I can take that in consideration. Ham coming out and saying, "Oh, no, I tell these guys, ignore my calls. Hey, go with your instinct, do that," makes me look at a lot of decisions and a lot of things a lot differently than how it was before. Because how do I know he's not a micromanager? How do I know he's not Rick Carlisle? How do I know he's not trying to implement the Ham system and set his tone versus letting the players go? I don't know that. I don't hear the interviews of it. I don't see the interviews of it. And if I'm being presented with that evidence, I take that consideration. Boom, I'll look at it different. So with Darvin Ham, I'm going forward. If I'm seeing a lot of things differently, if things are looking better, I have no problem taking him off the list. Listen, we can get him out of Guantanamo Bay. I want him to. That's the coach of my team. I don't want my coach in Guantanamo Bay.
Down there getting waterboarded. That's crazy. But I could definitely see Bron maybe after practice or just sometime in the arena, just go catch up with Darvin, like, "Yo, D Ham, I know we want to do this, I know you want to do that, but we gotta feed AD." Or you know what I'm saying, or let me bring that ball up. Get D'Lo off the ball. I don't know. However they talk to each other, but I'm sure that happens. I'm sure they can influence Darvin Ham to run certain things. It's like you got a guy like Bron on your team. That's another coach. Whether we like it as fans or whatever, we got to accept that Bron is another coach out there.
All right, y'all. This is the perfect time to go ahead and jump into these super chats. Appreciate everybody that sent it through. It's also a good time to like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, what more do we need to do? You've seen enough, man. You see that this is one of the best. This is the best show on YouTube. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, drop a dub chat in the chat because this is also the best chat on YouTube. The chat actually carries the show. We just here so you guys can have something to chat about. We just here to get you guys going. But appreciate you guys for doing your thing in the chat. As you can see on the screen, we got the new.
No, they don't. What are you talking about, Ron?
What?
Chat don't carry the show.
The chat carry the show.
No, they don't.
Yeah, hey, this is the best chat on YouTube, chill.
I ain't saying it ain't the best chat, but they don't carry the show. What the heck?
You finna make this whole chat go.
Okay. They don't carry the show. What the hell?
Lunch will pop up.
What the hell you think we doing here?
Hey, chat. All I'm gonna say is keep doing your job.
We role players? That's what we are. We the 7th, 8th, and 9th man. Everybody here just for them. What the hell?
We're the Aaron Neesmiths and they're the Tyrese Halliburtons. Good work, chat.
Keep up the good work, chat. Keep up the good work. But as you can see, though, we got the Venmo code on the screen. We got the PayPal code on the screen. And we got the Cash App on the screen. Y'all go ahead and send something in so we can get your offline super chats on the show so we can read them live. But speaking of super chats, I know y'all been waiting, so let's go ahead and make this happen right now. From the top, RJ the God said, Halliburton is getting the same narrative Bron always got. No credit for getting there, but all the blame for losing.
No, yeah, don't nobody care if you get there. You get there, you get there. You gotta get it. You gotta get it done. Period.
Brandow said Kawhi averages 22.5 on 49, 42, 84 splits, but apparently he's washed. Looking much better as the season progresses. Shout out the panel.
That's Mars. Mars is the clown that said that D-Wade's better than this guy. I don't see it.
Okay.
Is Kawhi washed?
No, D-Wade was at this time. Kawhi ain't.
I don't think he what he used to be. I think he could still go, but
he still was better than what D-Wade was at this time in his career.
Let's see. Where's Leonard? Leonard is in what, year 12?
Yeah, D-Wade was done. D-Wade was on the way out of here. Sayonara, adios, arrivederci.
So in year 12, Dwayne Wade was in what year? That was 2014, I think that was.
Around then, yeah.
Yeah, 2014, 2015. Dwayne Wade was definitely slowing down. 100% he was.
Told y'all this, but Kawhi, he's still right there standing. Mars, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a fair comparison. Is a way to say who's better than who by where they were at in year 12, 13 of their career. I did hear y'all talking about that on Friday.
Why is that not fair?
Well, just because, they both injury. Because you got a whole another 12 years that we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? Where D Wade peaked up here, had great runs. 06, all those years, 08, 09. D Wade was balling. So for us to say, D Wade's better than Kawhi, or Kawhi's better than D Wade because he was better than he was at year 12. And so I understand if you're saying that he's washed. If you're talking about the washed argument, Tiki, I get that in that aspect.
No, I'm saying that Kawhi to me, I had this argument with Mars. Kawhi to me, he peaked the same way as D Wade. D Wade never won an MVP, but Kawhi peaked the same way as D Wade. But Kawhi has been able to hold on longer, even with the injuries, as far as just his production. D Wade's production really fell off right after he got those injuries when LeBron and him was on the team. His production really went down a cliff. I can still see Kawhi performing at this level for 2 or 3 more years.
Right. And that's cool. That's cool. I don't got nothing negative to say about Kawhi.
That crushes D Wade. Let's be honest, that crushes D Wade.
Well, we gotta wait for it to happen first. Give him 3 more years.
So hold on. So this is what I'm saying about him. He's a way better defender. These are facts. This ain't even no innuendo. This ain't no in between. Kawhi Leonard, period, has been in his career will go down as a way better defender than D Wade. That's without a doubt. Offensive player. Kawhi Leonard is a better offensive player than D Wade. He can hit the 3, he can play in the mid range, and he can post up, get to the rack. D Wade couldn't shoot the 3. You're done.
I'm done.
Well, I got D Wade over.
You know that was Mars? See how easy it was to beat you, Mars? It's that easy, dog.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I know.
I'm
I
on
love it.
I'm on all-time list. I got D-Wade, but I got nothing but love for Kawhi.
Speaking of which, where players rank, we were talking about Kawhi. We've talked about Hallie. We've talked about a bunch of these other guys. This week, Monday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to do our tier rankings of players. We got guards, forwards, and centers. We're going to have a few tiers, and we're going to see where everybody lands, where everybody ranks, and all of this good stuff. We're going to do it right here.
Hold on 1 second, Ron. Hold on 1 second. To the brother in the comment section, you said didn't D-Wade have more miles on his body than Kawhi? Fool, D-Wade was missing time like Kawhi too. He missed the whole season too during the knee injuries. Am I right or wrong, Chilltown? D-Wade was missing a lot of games due to injuries too. D-Wade was load managing a lot too due to injuries. So cut the foolishness, dog.
The year after they won the championship in 07, tore his shoulder up. He was out for the whole season.
The whole season. So what are you talking about?
I think he missed like
man. He was on nothing about basketball, man. Learn basketball, bro. Hold on. Hold on. So y'all saying it's a harder era that D-Wade played in, right? So D-Wade played in a harder era. So that means that this is a weak, whipped down, watered down era with KD, LeBron James, and all these Steph Curry and all these other dudes that Kawhi Leonard is competing against. So that's a watered down era, right? Okay. I just want to make sure y'all say that for the record. Cool. Go ahead, Ron. I got him on the record.
I got a poll up right now. I simply just asked who's better, Dwayne Wade or Kawhi. I'll go let us know.
That's going to come into our debate, Chill. Since remember, Chill, they said that the era back then was more tougher. So when me and you have our little debate, this little weak era with LeBron James, with dudes saying he the GOAT, KD, Steph Curry, and all them other dudes, Melo, and all these other dudes that was in this era. Remember, this era was weak. Remember that.
Got a super chat from Sekmet. Sekmet said, so if Halliburton folded and got exposed, what does this say about the Celtics? Still believe in them, Chill? Because now they folded a championship and in the finals.
Yes, they did. Absolutely, they did. Still in first place in the Eastern Conference, though. Still doing that. Still in first place in the Eastern Conference. That's still going on. And the season ain't over that, by the way. So that's still going on.
So Quay White said from earlier, but Ron, since Ticket asked, I went back through and I listed every Hallie assist with time, quarter, and shot type to expose Ticket's lies. I messaged you on ID with the SS from my notes.
You know how I know you a liar? You know how I know he's a liar?
Hey, Ticket, you're not the only one that got Henry Durst on your team, brother.
Hold on, Ron. He's a bold-faced liar. This show has been going for 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 19 seconds. That game lasted for 2.5 hours and 28 seconds, clown. There's no way you could have watched the whole game and checked every assist when the whole damn game, when we started talking about that 30 minutes into this video. So stop lying and stick it where the sun don't shine, boy.
That is true. That's basic
mathematics.
mathematics.
It's impossible for him to go watch the whole game and get all the little clips of the whole game when the game lasts 2.5 hours and some change.
What if
you didn't do that?
What if you watched it at 2 times speed? Wouldn't that cut it down? But you know what?
Nope.
You can you can literally just find the clips of the assists, and it's 11 clips. It's not that hard to find.
With that,
I watched it during the show. I watched every single assist he got. I didn't.
You can do that, Mars. But you can't.
I don't think they should all be assists. But I've said that about assists a long time.
Hold on, Mars. That's what I said to you. That's what I said. Say it again, Mars.
Of those 11 assists,
I think 9 of them were legit assists. I think there was 2 that I'm like, right. But I say that about assists in general. I don't think assists mean much in today's game because. Well, I think it's been like that for a while, but
that means we could take. Hey, hold on, Mars. That means we could take like 3 or 4 assists off Hallie every night. So really, Chilltown, he's really averaging what? He ain't averaging all the damn assists we're talking about. So we taking off
everybody. You gotta do
that. So them 12 and a half, Ron. That might be a fraud then, Mark.
That's like 9. That's like 9.
No, what I'm gonna say is if everybody would have brought their hard hats and if everybody would have brought their big boy pants and if everybody would have came strapped to the NBA Cup Finals, Halliburton would have had 18 assists. If Buddy would have been making his threes, if Miles Turner decided to catch some lobs and all of that good stuff, if Obi Toppin would have shot a little better, who else? If Bruce Brown would have been making his timely cuts and things like that, I don't know. Maybe Isaiah Jackson should have probably shot some more threes. If that's the case, then he would have averaged. He would have had 18 assists. He could play this both ways.
Well, we know one thing. Since he getting his phantom, so yeah, we're gonna take about 3 off a game, Chill. So he averaging really around 9.
So we doing that for everybody or just the guys averaging?
We're doing that for Hallie. because they giving him assists. I'm watching it. Dude's taking 5 steps after he passing the ball to get an assist. Hell no. Dude's taking 4 dribbles after he passing the ball to get an assist. Come on, bro. It used to be I have to pass it to you, and you have to directly score based off that pass for it to be an assist.
Not 3 or 4 dribbles. That's not the way that
3
works.
or 4 dribbles, dog.
No, that's not the way that
also
works.
used to only get 2 steps. Now there's a gather step. The game evolves and things change. I mean, it's not.
That is nuts.
Not 76
dude,
anymore.
That's nuts, though. That's that is nuts.
It's nuts. Hey, I agree. It's
like,
nuts.
how the hell you do that?
Hey, you pick it up 1, 2. That's it. Like you get.
That's
2,
it.
You get
That's
2
it.
steps. That's it. I feel you. But the game changes. The game evolves in certain ways. And if they giving out phantom assists, they allowing phantom steps, they allowing phantom calls. Like it's a different game now.
Bro, I seen LeBron James take 5 steps in one game and they ain't called travel. It's on video. YouTube. It's on YouTube. LeBron James walked 5 steps and the referee didn't even call travel. Google it.
Yeah, LeBron got a few of those moments though.
This is the era we living in right here.
His spin move is a travel every time.
Every time, Mars. Every single
I
time.
don't think he's ever done it legally. I don't think I've seen it, but
I don't know about that. So.
Man, he changing his
I promise.
every time.
He spins and lands on the same foot every time. He will spin off his left and lands on his left, and they never call it. I don't know how he gets away with it, but credit to LeBron, man.
All right, y'all. Adam West gifted 20 Players Choice membership. Shout out the boy Adam West. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the generosity. Mr. Burnout said, if the in-season tournament was introduced in the 70s, it will be used for legacy talks. It makes no sense saying it doesn't matter for resume or legacy when it does.
Well, when it's first introduced, that's what happens. It's not that big a deal, but later on down the line, it becomes a bigger deal. Just like the 6th man of the year, when it first was introduced, it wasn't a big deal. And the defensive player of the year, when it was first introduced, it wasn't a big deal. But now, moving forward, it's a huge deal. All of these things, we're not going to find out how much they matter until years later. And I wasn't an advocate of the in-season tournament. I wasn't. I was not really feeling it. I didn't like it at all. And I like the competition level. I like the games. And if this is what it's going to look like moving forward, I'm down.
Great.
Can I ask for the 6-man award? Just real quick. For the 6-man award, has there been anyone that's made the Hall of Fame or been critically acclaimed for their career because of how many times they were able to be the 6th man of the year or something like that? Or have that
I think Bill Walton is the only guy that they talk about in terms of being a 6th man because he won the league MVP too. But in terms of guys being, but guys like how many times did Ginobili win 6th man of the year? Did he win it more than Jamal Crawford?
Mars, how many times?
No, not more than Jamal Crawford. No.
And he is regarded as a rotation guy. So, and I think he might be the only 6th man. Yeah, I think he might be the only quote unquote.
Lou Williams says he thinks he's a Hall of Famer based off his 6th man.
It still helps with the legacy talks, though. Like whether they go to the Hall of Fame or not, we're still gonna when we talk about Lou Will, we're gonna say, man, that was the baddest 6th man to ever do it. When we talk about Jamal Crawford, we're gonna say, man, he was one of the baddest scorers ever, 6th man 4 times, yada yada yada. When we talk about Manu Ginobili, we're gonna say he was the best 6th man on a dynasty. You know, things like that. So it still helps when we talk about them individually.
You can't if it's like in football, Damo. You can't disregard a dude like Devin Hester. I'm the best special teams player in NFL history. We don't disregard that. If you're the best special teams player, that's a big deal. Just like if you're the best rotation player of your era, that does need to be recognized. I don't know if, Hall of Fame worthy, but that does need to be recognized 100%.
If Draymond Green's going to get in the Hall of Fame, it does need to be recognized. Ain't no way in hell. If y'all will sit up here like all y'all do and say Draymond Green's a Hall of Famer, well, then the top 6 men in the league need to be Hall of Famers because they all better than him. And these is facts. I can go down the list.
Manu's better than him.
Yeah, keep going. Jamal Crawford's better than Draymond Green.
Yeah, you lost me already.
He's a way better player than Draymond Green. And Jamal Crawford could have been a starter in the league. Hold on. And chill, this is the thing you forgot about Crawford. Remember when they was with the Bulls, that team that fell apart, that team that should have been a monster of a team when it was him, it was Eddie Curry, it was all those other dudes. Jamal Crawford was a dog.
Jamal Crawford was buckets. That's it. He wasn't nothing else.
Right. But there's a lot of dudes in the Hall of Fame because of buckets. Hold on. There's a lot of dudes in the Hall because of buckets.
It is a lot of dudes in the Hall.
Jamal Crawford's one of the ones, bro.
But the difference with Draymond Green is Draymond Green wasn't just one thing. He was a bunch of things that affected championship units. He was a defender. He was a distributor. He was elite. He was all of those things. And on top of that, we got to remember, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So it's not just your NBA career. It's your entire career. I told you this before, Ticket. He the all-time leading rebounder in Michigan State history.
All right, man. Y'all want to cap for him? Dude, no problem. Hey, Ron, I do want to add this one quick thing in for y'all move off LeBron, so we don't have to talk about shit. Hey, bro, everybody's criticizing Bronny after that one game, and y'all disgust me, man. I was seeing some of the comments, bro, and they were calling this dude a bust and saying he was trash based off one game where he played spot minutes or he's just coming back. Bro, y'all got to let the dude play some games, man. Like, I thought Bronny looked real good in a little bit of time he played yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He missed a free throw at the end, but when he could have made both free throws and put him up by 3, he made 1 of 2. But, I mean, I thought he played great defense, showed great athleticism, moved the ball pretty well. I mean, guys, just let him play, y'all. I mean, I know I've seen some people saying he was a scrub, he a bust. Already, like, man, y'all ready to destroy this kid before he even get a shot.
Also, y'all, Bronny just a freshman, and it's not like Bronny wasn't no major touted 5-star and things like this. And on top of that, if you watch Bronny, his game isn't predicated on him scoring 40s and 50s and things like that. Bronny might not have a 20-point game during his USC tenure, but he's what he does is play basketball. He plays basketball the right way. He plays defense. Y'all seen the block he had. He moves the ball. He's a great catch and shoot player. He actually is a team player. He's not somebody who's just a crazy isolation player and is going to go down, split a pick and roll and go and dunk on the big. That's not really his game like that. So he's not going to jump.
Tell the truth. Everybody here tell the truth. Bye. Y'all tell the truth, chill. Do y'all think that he's NBA talent?
I do. I think he needs to go to school though. I don't think he's ready yet. I do.
He has some qualities. He still got some development to do.
Yes, I do think he.
But I'm saying, do y'all think he's NBA? And I'm saying, but do you think
as of right now, no. But I do see him being an NBA. Yes, I do see the things that he.
The last time I looked, they had him on the draft board as a late first round pick.
Well, if he comes out, the LeBron saying, maybe LeBron was joking. If he wasn't joking, that gave him value already. LeBron saying he's willing to go wherever he's drafted. That gives you a chance to go top 30 already. A team wants LeBron James. And if LeBron is dead serious on wanting to play with Bronny, I can see him going. I can see him being at a spot like 23. And you like, hey, man, I need me a guard defender who can shoot the ball because that's real. Those are his NBA qualities, his defense and his ability to shoot. If I need me a guard defender that's going to shoot the ball and there's a chance I can get his father, who is LeBron James, I'm going to do it. Why not?
Yeah, somebody said they compared him to GP2. I kind of see him along those lines, but a better shooter. I think he'll be a better shooter than that. But
I like
Ron,
Avery Bradley comp. I think Avery Bradley is the perfect type of player that he's going to be. He might not be as good of a defender, but I think he might be a little better offensively too. I think he could shoot a little better than Avery.
Yeah, he can shoot that thing, Ron.
So Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, like dudes like that.
Yeah,
like along those lines. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, to the dude in the chat, just so you know, Carmelo Anthony's son, he said Paul George is the GOAT. So why you talking about this dude saying that KD is James' son saying KD is his favorite player? Yeah, Carmelo Anthony's son said Paul George is the GOAT. So
hey, Bronny, we stay strong. We supporting you over here, bro. We want to see you do well, man.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna put that pressure on him. They said his next game on ESPN in a couple days. So they putting his games on ESPN. He's not even starting right now. He come off the bench. Dudes is passionate, this dude. I don't like to see that because of the situation he was in. You gotta give him some games to really get into it. You know what I'm saying? To really see what he has. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have an opportunity to play. You know, based off what I saw yesterday from the team they got. But I'm just saying, man, can't call him trash based off that situation. I just think
we don't even know what he is. We don't even know what he is. He just started.
It's a fact.
We got to make sure that this dude is healthy first. I don't like this heart thing. It gives me anxiety. I ain't gonna lie, man. I get real nervous about that sort of stuff. So I just want to see the dude just be able to be healthy first. I know his game is going to eventually evolve and he's going to get better. I just need to make sure that this dude is healthy. Because I don't like that. I don't like when I hear about hearts, man. When you talk about basketball players, because I've seen it too many times, yo. No.
Yeah, a football player just passed away. A young football player from the same type of heart situation where he passed out and he lost his life. So condolences to him, the young football player that lost his life. So yeah, it's tough, man.
All right, y'all, keeping it lit. Mello Williams said that's a lie ticket. They blitzed him off the bat. They blitzed him off the bat. Every pick and roll, he got doubled. Stop the cap.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Old boy fought over the screen every time in the first half. Cam Reddish fought over the screen, and Cam Reddish was on him the whole time in the first half. Cam Reddish put that boy in handcuffs, man.
Cut it out, you know what blitzed off a pick and roll means?
And I ain't saying he ain't get blitzed, bro.
He played pro basketball for 16 years, man. What kind of blitz is that?
He fought over the screen. What are you talking about? Every player in the NBA, every guard in the NBA gets blitzed, Ron. Every guard that can shoot gets blitzed. Everyone. Dame Dollar, SGA, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic. They just don't look like that dude that you praise, period. So come off of them, dog.
All right. I'm going to come off of this. This is going to be my last episode. Speaking of which, Skip Payless said Ron is a highly sexual. Not no more, dog. I'm coming
that's
off.
what we can start calling you, bro. That's your name.
Nah, Ticket, I'm coming off it. I'm not. It's just I'm done with it. I'm done.
Man, y'all gotta make them earn it, man.
89 J Stubbs said, as of right now, the NBA Cup was a huge success. People always hate on something when it's new. I think I read the ratings and the revenue was up 22%.
Yep. Revenue is up 22%. I think viewership is up 25%.
Bob, you know you muted? I
think merchandise. Bob, no, he on the phone. I think merchandise is up like 26%. This has definitely been a success. Now, I think that they're going to expand it, Ron. I think that moving forward, they may, instead of it being a Final Four, it may be 6 teams, right? They may, like I said, I think I mentioned this to you dudes before. I don't think I said anything about it. Ron, what if we had this like the All-Star game where it was in Vegas this year? What if it was in Seattle next year? What if we did something like that?
That'd be
and we put it in a basketball city like Seattle and made the in-season tournament and brought basketball back to Seattle. How big a deal would that be?
That would be major.
Something like that.
Yeah, that'd be major. Cities like Vegas, Seattle, even like a Mexico City. I know that's out of the country, but Mexico City would be crazy. I think it's a bunch of cities that they can pick and choose from and like make it crazy. But even like obviously, you know, cities without basketball, it's always a craze there and it's always a fascination because they don't have it. But even certain cities, like if they was to do it in New York, that'd be crazy in New York. Miami, LA, all of them cities.
You can't do it like that though, Ron, because of the advantage.
Right.
You don't want to give up.
That's true.
So it has to be in Vegas. It has to be a place where they don't have a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It'll probably always be in Vegas, bro.
I mean, they saying that Vegas team coming soon. I know another team that's coming soon. And these, these is facts, but I ain't gonna leak no resources.
Yeah, they could do it in Seattle.
Word on the street is that them boys is coming back.
They could do it in Seattle.
RJ the God said, "Hey Damo, you keep saying you need to wait and see with no context as to what that is. What does he have to prove? What does he have to do to prove you wrong?"
None. The man said he could win a championship. He still wouldn't give him credit. So I mean, that's all you need to know about Damo.
Yeah, when Damo gets back up here, I'm gonna ask him that question and we'll see about it. Yo, Morris, I need you to do me a favor. It's some old super chats I don't have access to. Can you go ahead and dig into the archives and pull up those earlier super chats? Just put them on the screen. You don't gotta read them. I'll take care of them.
Mars.
Will Zion Williamson ever control his weight? Damn, quite the super chat.
To be honest with you, Ticket, and to be honest with you guys, I think they're going about it the wrong way. If you tell somebody that they fat, right? You tell somebody that they just, and you keep screaming at them that they won't really come to it that way. Prime example would be Charles Barkley and Moses Malone. Charles Barkley with the Moses Malone was like, "Yo, why am I not playing?" Well, Moses said, "Because you're fat and out of shape. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go lose 10 pounds." He goes and he loses 10 pounds. He gets back in the lineup. He's like, "You know what? That's great. Now what I need you to do is I need you to go lose another 10 pounds. He loses another 10 pounds. He starts playing more. He goes back to Moses. What do I need to do? He's like, "I need you to go lose another 10 pounds. Next thing you know, Barkley is down 50 pounds. He's in the starting lineup. Maybe the idea with Zion isn't, yo, you fat and you need to lose 50 pounds. maybe it just needs to be the delivery with him needs to be a little bit different.
They don't try it every way. The girl said the man got empty soda cans in the bathroom, bro. All over the place, bro. She said the man have empty. Bro, when I pictured that in my brain. She said the man, Bob. She said the man have empty soda cans in Dorito bags all over the floor.
She didn't say Dorito bags.
Look, go look it up. Hold on, Bob. I'm not lying. Hey, Bob. He even did a commercial where he was. I think it was a Mountain Dew commercial.
Yes,
go watch the commercial, bro. Where he's on the sofa, bro. The man literally got soda cans all over the place then.
Yeah.
With Dorito bags and stuff.
And you know what they got to do, Tiki? I mean, who's the owner of the Pelicans? Does anybody know the owner's name or anything?
The lady that owns the Saints.
Okay. So, she got big money. You got to just go to every po' boy and gumbo shop in Orlando, in New Orleans. and tell them right now, don't serve him or shut you down.
Put Zion picture. Put Zion picture up there. Not serve this dude.
I'm gonna give you $1,000 right now. Don't ever serve
don't
this
do
dude
that.
no gumbo.
Don't listen to Bob. Do not hold on. Don't listen to Bob. Did y'all not hear the story they told? The Gilliam told about Raymond Felton. They said that Raymond. If y'all look at Raymond now, Raymond's got real big. He went viral. But check this out. Check this out, Bob. They said that when the team playing, the team was trying to control his weight. So when you come back on the team playing, they have food for all the players. They got all kind of food for you, right? So the attendant they'll pass out the food. They said that the team officials told the people, don't get this man no cookies. He can't get no. So when they're going around passing everybody cookies, they ain't pass Raymond his cookies. So Raymond was like, "Oh, hey man, I want some cookies, man." And she was like, "Nah, you ain't on the list. I can't give you no cookies." This man was fighting the attendant because he couldn't get no cookies, dog. No, you can't do that.
Food addiction ain't no joke, though. You know what I'm saying? That's you could be addicted to food like you addicted to anything. You know
man,
what I'm saying?
8:30. You in the comment section talking about something. Why we believe in a chick? Look at his weight, man. The man had to pay when you overweight, and Bob know this. When you overweight and you got shorts on and they hiding up the crack of your behind, that's when you know you fat, bro. Bro, Zion's shorts was going up the crack of his behind, bro. He's fat, man. So you ask me how I believe this chick. Yes, I believe because I'm looking at Zion's weight, bro. That's why I'm looking at him, bro. That's why I believe. I believe every word she said. You think she's gonna make up a lie and say man had soda cans all over the bathroom? No, she's telling the truth about that. Probably did. Probably had soda cans, Funyun rings, all kind of stuff all over the house, man. So yeah, I believe what she said. I believe everything she said. Talk about how we gonna believe this chick. This man running around here 50 pounds, 60 pounds overweight. He talking about how we gonna believe her.
Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, so word on the streets is that the Pelicans have repeatedly stressed to Zion Williamson that his diet and conditioning need to improve, but he just won't listen.
Ron, that's where the discipline comes in, and that's where the different organizations are. The Miami Heat, I'm already on record saying how the Miami Heat did. Shaq had a clause in his contract. Shaq had to play at a certain weight. Tim Hardaway, he had a $500,000 bonus in his contract. He had to play at 190, and he got weighed on the regular. If this is a part of your job and it's a job requirement, and there's incentive in it, these dudes will do it. And I can appreciate your logic, Ox. That I can appreciate your logic, Ox. That we all addicted to something, right? Mm-hmm. But with being addicted to something, it can be controlled. It can be controlled. We could get this under control. And with this dude, we're talking about a guy who, he's still young, but there's no way that you think you're going to stick around if you can't control your weight. You're going to eat yourself out the league.
It's crazy, and it's hard. It ain't no joke. Like I used to have a crazy metabolism. You know what I'm saying? I used to be able to eat anything. Now, as I get older, I got to practice that push-away method. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he already like that. That kid only 23, 24 years old. He already to that point. Man, this ain't no joke. I was serious when I said, y'all thought I was just trying to make a joke or just trying to be funny, trying to prove that I'm funnier than Mace. You know what I'm saying? Because I am funnier than Mace. Let me just throw that out there one more time. But anyways, I'm serious as hell. She need to put out a bulletin. I'm talking about buy a big old billboard and put Zion's face on it If I see him eating in your restaurant, we
Hey,
shut
J-Rob, he do not have belly juice, J-Rob. Stop playing, yo. No, he don't. He does not
this
have
is the
belly
point I'm
juice.
trying
to. He be oozing out his belly button.
Ox, I hear what you're saying, but like Zion got money too. Zion ain't gonna hit somebody like, yo, go to this spot and give me this. Hey, I need some greens from over there. I need some catfish from over there. Matter of fact, go give me that triple stack burger over there. Make sure you put tell them extra bacon and extra Parmesan on there. Like,
hey, Ron. So now if it go to that point, this ain't no helping the kid. All I'm saying is just try to do something to help him stay away. You know, do what you can. You can't say, hey, don't save him. He don't want to be saved. You know what I mean? Like, do what you can. But if he's gonna be doing that, if he's gonna be sending Trey Murphy to Baton Rouge to go pick up some gumbo for him, then he ain't got no hope. Ain't no hope for the kid. You know what I'm saying? They should have traded him up here to Portland and got Steve.
Bob, he destroyed that team, bro. He destroyed that team.
I wouldn't say that yet. I don't think that team is destroyed. They still got Brandon Ingram. They got Herb Jones. They got Trey Murphy. They got it really. And Zion is still serviceable as of now. They still got Valanciunas. So maybe they can flip Zion for a young player and 2 picks or something. Because I mean, I'm not giving you much for Zion right now. But there's still hope. There's still hope down there in New Orleans. I personally think so. Since you know what, you know who they need. You know who they need, Ticket. I'm gonna tell you who they need right now. They need Harrison Barnes.
That's true. But he barely can dunk like he used to. If you watch Zion, like Mars, if you watch Zion, he don't get up like he used to. Like he don't dunk like you know how he used to get up high and stuff. Like he barely be getting up dunking now. Like
are you dunking, fat, Ticket, and you added shape and you're a basketball player? How is that?
Yeah, that look
how
nasty,
you fat and just at? Oh my God, yo, come on, B.
Bro, hey, as soon as he retires, he's gonna be running around here looking like Bruce. Watch.
My body shouldn't look better than your NBA player's body.
You gonna see? He gonna look like Bruce 2 years after he retired. Y'all gonna see? He gonna be running around here.
Give Cruz with it. All the schemes.
Not for real though. That's not no joke. Zion need to be thinking about that right now.
I'm dead serious though, man. He's gonna have all kind of conditions,
blow up like a house.
Yeah, it's gonna look nasty.
James Harden too.
Oh yeah, James Harden gonna be worse. Lord have mercy.
He a bacon sandwich with no lettuce, just all bacon.
Man,
no vegetables. You ain't put no vegetables on your sandwich.
No lettuce, no tomatoes. No, it's all bacon.
And I heard James Harden's
bread, cheese, and bacon.
I heard James Harden's farts can clear out a funeral home, man.
Okay, all right, okay, bro.
I'm saying though, like as an adult though, if you eating sandwiches or burgers and stuff like that, yeah, you gotta put some type of vegetables on it. Like it might not do nothing for you, but you gotta put some tomatoes, some lettuce, maybe some pickles. You know what I'm saying? Put some type of vegetables. They
say James Harden be on a team playing with them silent jumps. You know them jumps that don't make no noise, and all of a sudden it's just all up in your nose.
You just start seeing people just fall out.
Man,
and they just know
that ain't cool. James Harden got too much money. If I'm on the team, he gotta get your own plan, bro. Bring your plan. You rich, bro. You got too much money.
James like James, bro. You killing the dudes around you though, bro. Come on, dog. You killing the dudes around you, bro. Yeah, that's how. Yeah. I know what it is.
Hey, Luke 777.
Going up and shit.
Hey, Luke 777 said Jermaine O'Neal chose Oreos over rings too.
Did Jermaine O'Neal have a weight problem at the end? Did he?
I think they said it was with Miami. I think when he got to Miami,
I remember him in Miami, but I don't remember him being that big though. I don't remember him being that big. I did remember that he was slow in Miami and he wasn't what he used to be. I mean, when he was in Miami, I think it was 2009. I think he was in year like 15 or 16. So something like that. But
yeah, so he told a story.
I don't remember him being that big.
Nah, he told a story, and I can't remember it word for word, so I'm gonna just kind of paraphrase it to the best I can. He said something about, and I don't know if it was in Miami or I don't know if it was in Indiana, but it was towards the latter part of his career. They were trying to put him on certain dietary restrictions and have him monitor his weight and things like that. And basically what he said was he chose to retire so he could eat. He got tired of having to be on a diet, and he was ready to just start, going. And I think it actually was Oreos. Like if I'm not mistaken, he was like, "Man, I was trying to eat Oreos. I was trying to do this, and this." And
hey, Ron, it's a real thing, B. It is a real thing. I had to chill out on one of the reasons when my diet changed. Like I should have bought stock in Pepperidge Farm. Whatever they put in crack, that's what's in them Pepperidge Farm cookies, B. Because I couldn't get enough of them. I had to chill out, yo. Like man, I had to chill out on that stuff for real.
Hey boy, chill time, crazy.
Yo, Morris, can you throw a couple more of those up there? Michael Land, Sea, and Air said, if it's only about how you play for the Cup championship, then why didn't AD win MVP? Tyrese played great for the first 6 games.
It wasn't about that. It was about tournament MVP. Y'all keep getting this wrong, bro. Tournament MVP for the whole tournament, who the MVP was. So they usually give it to the winner and to the best, most consistent player on the winner for the whole tournament. That's who they normally give all these awards to. So when you see finals MVP, that might be for the NBA final series, not for one game, but for that series. So for the tournament series, the tournament, they gave it to whoever the best player was on the best team that won. That's who it normally goes to, unless somebody else did something astronomical and lost the whole time that you just can't deny the fact that they were MVP. And
Like
that
if AD would have went like 60 and 30, it would have been like, wait.
Yeah, you gotta give it to him. They lost, they still, you gotta give it to him. But yeah, I digress. Mars.
Next. SR Biggs said, ticket, I'm looking at KG and Tim Duncan numbers, and they was literally playing the same role. AD is now be the defensive anchor. Why are you expecting AD to play D to the level he is and drop 26/30 nightly?
He did it last year. He did it last year.
Facts. Your skills say you're supposed to do it. Your skill level say you're supposed to do it. See, this is what you guys listen to Damo. Y'all need to stop listening to Damo and listen to me. You listen to Damo too much, bro. Damo don't know a damn thing about basketball, bro. If you want to know about I ain't gonna say that, but Damo knows everything. Damo don't know about basketball, bro. Period. You understand? It's just that simple, man. That's why I cook him every single day, bro. He lowers expectations for dudes, and y'all believe this foolishness he says, and now y'all have lowered expectations for AD. So y'all want to make AD like Chilton, so y'all want to make him Rudy Gobert? No, he's not Rudy Gobert. I'm not satisfied with 14 points and 15 rebounds from AD and say, oh, he gave me great defense. That's not AD. AD's on a whole different level.
He better than he better than that. Yes, he is. 100%.
We have a cash chat that was sent from Tato Longway. Oh, it's a cash app, but I'll call it a cash chat.
Okay, Rob. I'm about to say, Rob, I know you don't use cash chat the way you say cash chat.
we got a cash chat from Tato Longway. Or Tato Longway, however you pronounce it. But shout out Tato Longway. He said 4 ticket. He said this is 4 ticket. He was waiting on Hallie to have a bad night. Laughing emojis.
I was, because I wanted to come in here and cook Ron and cook the fake low. Yeah, he was.
Tato also sent up a backup one, and he said for 20 and 11, 8 for 14, only missed threes. OG just hating.
Garbage time points. And like Mars said, a couple of assists were given to him. You easy work.
All right. Tato, we're both cooked. Mars, you got something else for us? TXG or TG, however you pronounce your name. Appreciate you, TG. He said Josh 24, Luka 24, Tatum 25, SGA 25, Fox 25. Please stop calling him young. He's 23. He's old enough if he's in these convos. Plus, he's a worse defender than Ja and Luka. Or he's worse definitely than Ja and Luka.
Mm-hmm. Ja better than that guy.
Strongly disagree.
Okay. You're gonna see in less than 2 weeks unless Ja do something else stupid and come back on here on social media with the blicky.
Ja come back on the 19th, right?
That's if he don't go on social media with a blicky.
So yeah, we're gonna see Ja here in the next week. I think he posted something on the story that said like 6 days.
No, that's if he don't do something stupid again and send him back.
I'm pretty sure he learned his lesson.
I don't know.
We hope he did.
Hey, if Ja's 6 days away and he go and do that, it'd be like Ja. Come on. SR Big said, walked right into my trap. If you've seen him do it before, why y'all get on here questioning him as a player like he isn't proving himself multiple times on the biggest stage?
When have we seen him doing it? When has he seen him doing it more? SR? And traps? Walked right into your trap? What trap?
Thank you. He did it one time in the NBA Finals where they won the chip. The year they won the chip, and ever since then, the Lakers been getting packed up, except for last year in the Western Conference Final. In the Western Conference Finals, he got exposed and thoroughly outplayed by Jokic. So what are you talking about, jabroni?
All right. Mars, let me get another one, player. The Tribe One said the Lakers defense is top 3 at worst. Hallie played well with the situation he was given. Man, it was good to have Vando back. We giving teams pressure for real.
Man, Hallie didn't play well, bro. Cut it out, man. Y'all got 1,000 excuses because y'all like him and y'all like Ron. Take that cap out of y'all's voice, man.
I thought that last that was about Halliburton. My fault.
Chat, continue to like Hallie and continue to like Ron, and text your mom and say I love you. I'm just spreading love, Mars. Next super chat. SR Big said, "Damn, Ron, damn you, Ron, you damn sure said Hallie was gonna add to his legacy by winning, but now it wasn't that big of a deal. Keep the same energy."
Yeah, he did say that, and they lost, and now he talking about some dog, man. Cause see, yeah, you did say that. Come on, bro.
I said it. They lost. They got packed up. Ron added to his legacy. Avery B said, if that's Halliburton's full game, getting 20-11 on 57% from the floor, then that's amazing. Guys like Randall, for example's full games are 12 points on 30%.
Well, let me ask you a question. The reason why Randall's folded games like that is because he actually got benched down the stretch of the game when he was playing like trash. Halliburton got to sit out there and stat pad for the last 8 minutes of the game when they were down 15 points. So he was on 13 points looking like trash. So he scored 7.
Don't let that fool you.
He scored 7 garbage points. 7 garbage points down the stretch to get to 20. And y'all talking about 20. Man, get out of here, bro. Points ain't count. The game was already over. Lakers weren't even guarding him down the stretch. I thought he was up 15. They were just trying to get the game over.
All right. Next. Jaden Hoop said, I don't understand how Ticket said someone folded under pressure when damn near all of his teammates shot 40% or below. They ran good defensive scheme against him, but Halliburton didn't fold. LOL.
They ran a good defensive scheme. All they did was put one dude on it that was almost out the league in Cam Reddish. That's a good defensive scheme. That's what they did. They put him on him. And you talking about all his teammates. What did he do, though? Y'all didn't give any of those excuses to any of these other players. So, like I said before, cut it out, man. He gonna stand on this L, and Ron gonna stand right there with him on that hill. They gonna 2 L's, and one for him and one for Ron.
Oh man. Jaden Hoops also said Buddy Hield 3 for 11, 2 for 9 from 3. Miles Turner 3 for 11, 1 for 5 from 3. Bruce Brown 2 for 9. TJ McConnell 3 for 11, even though he played better. Benedict Mathurin 5 for 11. Obi 5 for 11. Neesmith 4 for 10, 1 for 5 from 3. That's insane.
And he's supposed to be the greatest playmaker in the game. Tell him to raise the level of his teammates.
You can't be a passer if your teammates.
He's supposed to raise the level of his teammates. He's just about passing the ball. He's supposed to raise the level. It ain't about passing the ball. You're supposed to raise the level of your teammates. If you're the greatest playmaker in the game, raise their level.
Hey, Hallie, if you're listening, you seen that movie Space Jam? You remember the ball that they brought into the locker room? You just got to suck the powers out of it. Well, make sure that KD, LeBron, let's get some legends, Shaq and Allen Iverson all touch the ball, and you suck their powers from there and bring that into the locker room so Buddy can all of a sudden become Allen Iverson and Miles Turner can become Shaq and Obi Toppin become LeBron. Let's do that.
Man, you said he was top 5. I'm just holding to your standards.
He is.
Okay, well, I'm holding to your standards then.
All right.
Ron, this is you, Ron. This is you, Ron. A couple of days ago, before Saturday's championship game, you had me watching Tyrese Halliburton a lot more than I was, and I was really digging what I was seeing from him, but I wasn't as high on him as you were because I said I needed to see more, and I needed to see it later on. You talking about this dude like Steve Nash, and he's the second coming. I'm like, wait a minute, Ron. Don't get me wrong. I think he's fantastic, but let's hold on. I mean, what have we seen this dude do? But now here we are where, and some people won't say that it's not a big deal. I mean, the lights were brighter, and this is the atmosphere of what the playoffs can possibly look like. And he ran up against a pretty damn good defense, and he didn't do well. So when we get to the playoffs, that's what the defense is going to look like on the regular with him. That's what the teams are going to look like. You're going to get better teams. You're going to get better schemes. And if I'm going to get a guy who was 27, 14, or 28 and 15 and no turnovers for 3-4 straight games. I expect to see something similar to that when the lights get brighter. If I'm going to talk about you like I talk about the greats in the game today. That's all, Ron.
Ron. How you going to answer that, Ron?
He'll play better next game.
That's what I thought.
Mars? RJ the God said Halliburton is averaging 27, 12, and 4, has a bad game, and the narrative Nancy's come out to play from the woodworks. Remember, bro's only 23.
We ain't supposed to say nothing about the dude.
I don't give a damn. What was Michael Jordan putting up in the playoffs when he was 23? What was Luka putting up in the playoffs at 23? What was Ja Morant putting up in the playoffs at 23? Yeah, shut your mouth.
Hold on. Who'd you just say?
I said Ja Morant. What was he putting up in the playoffs before he was 23?
And who was the guy you said before that?
Yeah, Luka. Playmakers. Yeah.
I thought I heard Jordan too, but
okay, I can go further than that. What was Kyrie and Irving in his first year in the playoffs?
How old was Kyrie's first year in the playoffs?
In 15.
Once again, you can't annihilate me because we're arguing off something that hasn't even been done. We haven't even got to the point of seeing him in the playoffs yet.
Right,
we're talking about a tournament game.
We seen him in the biggest game of his career, and he folded. Nigga, just say it. Just say, look, man, he folded, and he ain't top 5.
I don't believe he folded. I've been telling you, I don't believe he folded.
Say he's no top 5, and it's over with.
20. He's top 3. You right? He's not top 5. Uno, dos, tres, negra.
Hey, so y'all, everybody in the comment section, y'all see this, right? Y'all say set this boy up for failure, man.
Hey, and with the matter of fact, you got it, Ticket. You got it. Julius Irvin said, but when Hallie's team hits shots, he gets all the praise.
Thank you. And I hope Hallie sending Ron a big check for this.
I expect it at the end of this week, too. Otherwise, next week's not going to look too good for you, Hallie. Actually, I need about in player rankings if you want to be on that top tier of the rankings. Otherwise, Hallie, might not look too good for you.
Man.
You got a few more, Mars?
I love how dude in the chat talking about Tatum and that Halliburton beat Tatum. Meanwhile, you ain't talking about the rest of them dudes. I mean, Tatum went off in that game. Yeah, you ain't talking about the rest of them dudes. Yeah, you ain't talking about what Drew Holiday did. You ain't talking about them dudes. Yeah, you ain't talking about the rest of them dudes. But you're talking about Jason Tatum like it was a one-on-one game. Give me a break, man.
The Tate Gaming said, real talk, Ticket, his old BS plus actual basketball talk might be elite.
Nick, coming from a dude that don't play basketball. You're a gaming guy. You're a gamer. I'm a real basketball player. That's funny to me how you got. Hold on. That's funny to me how you got niggas that never stepped on the court before that'll tell somebody what basketball talk is. This is a gamer though.
I think he's complimenting you though.
No, it ain't. That ain't no compliment. Because I ain't never had no old BS. I was always on facts. The BS is these clowns. All these clowns say, "Oh, Ticket ain't talking basketball." Ain't none of them niggas never laced them up. So how Ticket ain't talking basketball if you ain't never laced them up, been behind the lines? You don't even know what you're talking about. I could pull you dudes up here right now and have a pop quiz and all you will fail on basketball. Terminology. Things you learn in practice. Things you learn just being behind the scenes. You would never know. But you would tell somebody else that actually played basketball, organized basketball, they don't know. That's what I hate when y'all do that to Chill. I hate when y'all do that to Ox and these guys. Dudes actually play ball. Dude actually went to practices. Dude actually had to learn systems. They actually had to execute plays. But you'll come on here, you understand what I'm saying? Just dudes that sit at home all day and eat sugar snacks and tell us that, oh, this ain't real. Oh, you ain't talking real basketball. Man, shut up, man.
Hey, Ticket.
What?
You think they got more soda cans next to him than Zion?
Way more.
The ones that you talking about.
Tell them, pull them up right now and tell them show their face.
If any of y'all want to see, show your face and show that you don't have soda cans around you, just DM me. Shoot me a DM.
I'm being honest with you, bro. Tell them come up here right now. I bet you 100 of them look like Mars.
And I said that. What do it in the chat? And I said that. What the Lakers did to Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. So what are you talking about, B? I'm not just talking about what the Lakers did to Tyrese Halliburton, what they did to all of them. So it's not just about Tyrese Halliburton. He was a part of it, but it wasn't just about him. So that's just, what are you talking about? I am talking about Drew Holiday. Just like I'm talking about Tyrese Halliburton. And I'm talking about Buddy Hield. Just like I'm talking about those guys. Mm-hmm. So what are you talking about?
Bring a random guy up here, Bron. I'm going to put any amount of money on it. I know what I'm talking about. And I asked him a couple questions about the game, and I guarantee they won't be able to answer. I guarantee you.
I got a super chat from Sam. Sam said, I think y'all forgot that Hallie was good last year, but he got hurt. I think y'all forget that Hallie was good last year. He got hurt. But we crowned Shea. He hasn't done nothing unless it's all because of the All-NBA.
They already been to the playoffs, though. He did. He went to the playoffs, second best player on his team. He already been to the playoffs as a young buck. He was the second best player on his team and went to the playoffs as a young buck. That's decent facts.
He did not go to the playoffs.
He did. With CP3, you dumb. What the hell wrong with you, boy? You don't know basketball, son?
I forgot they went to the playoffs.
What did he do that year?
I for sure forgot that.
And what they almost won the series. They lost in game 7.
No, they did over exceed that year. But what was he doing that year, though? What was he doing in the playoffs?
He was the second best player on the team.
That doesn't say much. I can say Miles Turner was the second best player.
We wasn't saying he was top 5. We wasn't saying he was this, that, and the third. But I know one thing, Ron. How old is he right now? How old is Shea right now, Mars?
24.
25.
Mm-hmm. And guess what he get ready to do right now? He going to the playoffs this year. Talk to me about it. That's what I thought, chump, in the comment section. Let's go, Ron. Keep bringing it.
Along the road, Smith said, remember Butler can fail. Take Mars, same as Hallie. Remember Butler can fail. Take Mars, same as Hallie.
Never said Butler can fail. I never said Butler can fail. Nobody ever said Butler can fail. We bashed Jimmy Butler for coming up short in that finals because of all the talking he was doing. Man was running his mouth and didn't produce on the biggest level.
All right, y'all. It's 3 teams right now. We got to get down to the bottom of this. It's 3 teams. Mm-hmm. They're all 3 on historic losing streaks. One's 0-19, the other's 0-16, the other's 1-13.
Garbage. Trash.
Who wins first out of these guys?
The Spurs play us tonight.
Is it in San Antonio or Houston, Mars?
Hold on, who's the third team? Spurs, the Pistons,
the Wizards are
the Wizards and Detroit. They're playing at Toyota Center in Houston. So I expect us to win. But that is who their next game is. So it's very because they already beat us this season. So it's possible that their losing streak ends tonight. They're the most likely team, in my opinion.
Who beat y'all? The Pistons?
The Spurs.
The Spurs?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, y'all lost tonight, man.
Yeah, we lost in overtime to the Spurs.
I just hope that gets hurt.
Ron, I'm looking at the Detroit Pistons schedule, and I do not want to talk about the Detroit Pistons because but I'm trying to figure out when do they win a game? Okay, they got Indiana tonight. They got Philly in back-to-back games, Wednesday and Friday. Then they got Milwaukee. Then they got Atlanta. Right? That's the next 5 games. After that, they got Utah. They got Brooklyn twice at Boston. That's their next 10 games. When do they win a game?
When Damo stopped lying about them.
Wait, Chilton, are you saying they're gonna bet? Because you just named how many games you just named?
Okay, so Indiana.
He's saying they're gonna go on a 29-game losing streak.
Milwaukee. Okay, Philly, Milwaukee, at Atlanta, Utah at home, at Brooklyn, at home against Brooklyn, at the Celtics, at Toronto, at Houston.
They might beat Utah.
They might be able to get that Atlanta game or one of those Brooklyn games.
Nah,
they're gonna beat the Pacers tonight.
I could see that
I'm
happening.
not.
Hangover
If
game.
Holly play bad tonight, hey Ron, if Holly play bad tonight, just don't even show up tomorrow. You don't even show up to the show.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
We know most people are watching.
I'm looking at the next 10 games, and I'm trying to figure out where that win is coming. I do not want to talk about the Detroit Pistons. I'm good.
No, I agree with Mars. I think either the Pacers, but I think they could sneak one with against the Utah Jazz. I think either like tonight is a night where they can take advantage of the ticket. I don't think the Pacers are as good as you think they are.
100% scumbag, bro. You a sad, bro.
I think tonight
come. This dude went from saying that they could win the play-in tournament to now they can't even beat the Pistons. Come on, bro, man. Come on, bro.
Coming off. You know how that be. Coming off losing a big game like that, the Pacers they could be down on themselves.
But they got the all-world Holly though, man. They got the top 5 player in the world. What's up, Nick?
Holly could get popped. Like that ain't the same way he went and beat the Celtics and the Bucks. The Pistons come and beat them.
Oh man, this boy he wants them to be bad now so he can have an excuse. Man, you say
that's his out ticket.
That's his out.
That's his out. That's out for them losing.
That's his out.
Out for them losing, bro.
How is that an out? I merely said that they're not that good of a team. You guys said they were better. They have definitely they definitely have exceeded my expectations. Right. But I'm saying that to say, like, I believe that the out of all those 10 games that you mentioned, you got you said the Pacers and you said Bob said the Hawks. I think that's a good game. The Jazz as well. I think that's really their only 3 hope is those 3 teams. And you said it's in Atlanta, right?
They could go this whole month of December without winning the game. They could do that.
Come on.
I'm looking at their
2 months of our win, basically.
Big Ox. I'm looking at their schedule, and I'm gonna run this down to you real quick. Okay, Indiana, Philly, Milwaukee, Atlanta. Of those 5 games, which ones do you see them winning?
Maybe Atlanta.
Okay,
maybe
so maybe
Indiana.
Okay, so maybe I don't get a definite. I get a maybe. So I'm gonna go 0-5 there. Okay. Utah, Brooklyn, Boston, Toronto.
Oh well, they can win any. They can win any of those games except for Boston.
So they're not beating Boston. They could possibly beat Brooklyn, and they could possibly beat Toronto. Okay,
especially if it's a back-to-back with Brooklyn, they could get one of those. Okay, I'll give potentially.
So they
keep in mind Bojan back too.
They play Brooklyn on Saturday.
Jalen Duren's out for the next 2 weeks, though.
Oh my god!
Oh well, any game without Jalen Duren to get that out of here.
So 2 days before Christmas. 2 days before Christmas. At Brooklyn and then back home the day after Christmas again.
Hold on. Jalen Duren's hurt?
Yes, he out for 2 weeks.
Oh shit, they gonna win. They might get to play James Wiseman. Hey, Chilton, they might win.
Maybe.
If you know what you want to know, like 2 games, James Wiseman winning impact.
No. With that new information about him being hurt, they're not winning this in December.
Hold on, Bob. If they play James Wiseman and they start him and play him and they win, they need to go ahead and get him a starting spot for the rest of the year.
And then we got 5 more games. That's 5 more games, Big Ox, after Toronto, right? Because that's 10. Then they got to go to Houston. They got to go to Utah. They got to go to Golden State. They got to go to Denver. And then they got Sacramento at home. I don't see them winning none of them.
And then after that, they got the Spurs.
Then after that, they got the Spurs, Rockets, and Washington. The only game I see them possibly winning is against Washington on MLK or on Martin Luther King birthday.
So you saying they're not going to win again until Martin Luther King Day?
I can't really see. I'm looking at the schedule, Big Ox, and I'm trying to figure out where they winning at.
Send them to the G League.
I'm trying to figure out where they winning.
I told y'all the Aces could beat them.
I do not want to watch it. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, all summer I was hearing how good the Pistons were gonna be. I tried to tell y'all.
Garbage.
I tried to tell.
Man,
but once again,
Damo told you that, man. Damo told you. Listen to Damo, bro.
Bojan back,
on it. I don't know what I was thinking.
They might be able to sneak one. Bojan makes them better, no doubt about it.
Free Bojan, please, free Bojan. You can't, a team like this holding a dude like Bojan hostage, it's just bad for the basketball guys don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get Bojan out of there. Let him be free.
More super chats. Skip Payless said SGA went to the playoffs twice as a Clip and OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Sam said Shea averaged 16, 5, and 4. I think Hallie will pass that. All right, y'all. We got a full slate of games tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna list off some of these matchups, and you guys give me your predictions. It's been a while since last Friday we had a full slate of games. Obviously, this weekend, Saturday was the in-season tournament finals, and then yesterday the NBA just took a day off. Dub low management. Now today it's a full slate of games. I think damn near every team plays tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these down. You guys let me know your thoughts and predictions for these games tonight. The first game we have not really much of a game, but we got the 76ers hosting the Washington Wizards.
Another scrimmage.
I think Embiid averages 70 against the Wizards.
Something like that. Didn't he have 50 on him last time? 50 and 14 the last time they just saw him?
And then I think the time before, I think he had 47.
See what I'm talking about. Give me a break, Mark.
So over and under Embiid 40.
Yeah,
Over 40.
I'm going to take the over.
I'm taking the over. Yeah, I'm taking the over.
You just keep on lifting me up now.
Yep, I'm gonna take the over on them.
Do we got Jordan Poole having a performance tonight, or
He's going to be there. So yeah, he's going to play.
And
he's
Philly
gonna be in attendance, Ron.
Yeah, he'll be there. Yeah.
And Philly hasn't played in a couple of days, so they well rested, right? So they haven't played since Friday, right? They haven't played since Friday, so they have some days off, so they should be good. They should be straight.
all right? We got a good game right here. All right. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers traveling down south to Cheers area, Orlando. What's going to happen in this game? Who do we got?
Good game.
That's going to be a good one. Yeah, I think so. I think that's going to be a good game. The last time they saw them, I think Donovan Mitchell went 35, 7 and 6. He should have actually had a double-double. How many times he hit wide open guys like Max Strus and Wade for clanks on the long ball. I'm still nervous not nervous, but Evan Mobley he isn't progressing like I want him to offensively. I think he should be better than what he is. But I do think that they get Orlando again tonight because they don't have an answer for Donovan Mitchell on the perimeter. I think Cole gives them the best possible chance he can. He gives them as much defense as he can, but he can't handle Donovan Mitchell, or can he handle Garland? So
We need to know if Jonathan Isaac's playing. I think he's questionable right now. So if
even if he is, though, Mars, I mean, how many minutes does he play? He plays 12 minutes.
Those 13 minutes are important, man. I need those 13 minutes are what decides whether or not they win or lose the game. So if he's not there, I got the Cavs winning. If he plays, I got the Magic winning. I need to know.
They need to put Jonathan Isaac in one of the machines. What's the Austin Powers machine? They need to put him in there. Just preserve
the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, they need to just put him in one of them and preserve his body until the end of March. They didn't pull him out. Just go freeze for about 4 months, and we'll see you around St. Patrick's Day.
Mars, a bit of a hypothetical and a bit of a reach, but if Jonathan Isaac was let's just say that he was just to ice his body for the rest of the month, get the best massage therapist to, get the best treatment there is. And at the top of the year, he was to come back healthy and able to play 30 minutes a night. What does the Magic look like?
The best team in the East.
He's that impactful? So
Yes.
Are you putting him on the same page with Caruso in terms of impact?
Yes.
Because you got if Caruso gets on the Miami Heat or the Milwaukee Bucks, they win an NBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
So you think
give the
he's
Bucks
that
Jonathan Isaac, they win the championship too.
Wow, I think
Yes.
that's a stretch. I mean, I think he's.
I've never seen a defender more impactful in 10 minutes. Never seen it. He's the best defender in the league on a permanent basis.
I might have to start checking. Mars, are you being serious or are you trolling right now?
1,000%. 1,000%. Those 10 minutes, the best defender in the league for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna have to check out Jonathan Isaac's minutes a little bit more.
Please do.
Gotta see what these 10 to 13 minutes really look like and how they impact in the game. But as for tonight, Ox, who you taking? You got the Cavs, the Magic. Any contingencies?
No contingencies. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go because Chill's been saying this for all season. the Max Strus effect of Donovan Mitchell finding him wide open, and Max just hasn't been able to knock it down consistently. I do think that he'll, he's a shooter though. Shooters shoot, they'll catch stride, they'll be cold. So hopefully he does get together. But just with that fresh on my mind, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Orlando. I'm gonna go with Orlando. Now that I think on it, I'm trying to think who do they got over there that can guard Franz Wagner. I'm not sure if Isaac Latrell is supposed to do that. But besides him, I'm like, who else would they possibly have to guard him? Franz Wagner is that good to me. He's that good to me. I think he's the best player on their team, and he might be the best player on the court tonight.
Big Ox raves about Franz. He's big on Franz. That's his guy.
How he feels about Franz is how I feel about Jonathan Isaac.
And how you guys feel about those two is how I feel about Paulo.
No, so you're just wrong. Okay. Next.
Got it.
Nothing wrong with being wrong. Tika was wrong about Hallie earlier. He took it like a man. PTR JWAP said the Celtics have comparable defenders that the Lakers have, but it was Ham who drew up the best scheme for Hallie. What does that say about Ham's coaching? We might need to talk about
Orlando drew up the scheme first. Don't give Darvinham credit. Orlando. See, once again, watch what Jonathan Isaac did in that game too. When that's the game where Hallie really got exposed, when Orlando beat them by 700 and the game was over after the first quarter. That's the game where Halliburton struggled. And that's because Orlando had the personnel to defend the Indiana Pacers. That's the game you guys should be looking at. But I know
Darvin Ham's a good coach.
And on top of it,
Darvin Ham's a good coach. If you're the type of coach that goes and watches a game, like NBA cool, yeah. So if you watch a game and you see a coach implement something that worked, and then you implement it and it works, that's a sign of a good coach.
That's what the Romans did in the making of the Roman Empire. Copied their enemies, and it worked.
They wouldn't got film on the enemies.
That's what I was about to say, Mars.
If something works, then you can copy it.
Right. That's exactly what I was about to say. Mars, team coaches watch other coaches. They watch schemes from other coaches. They watch games from other coaches. Wait a minute. That worked on them. We have something similar to that, which means we could do that too. So it's the same. These coaches, same thing with plays. They do the same exact thing with plays. They steal plays, and I'm going to run this, and I see you running it. This works for them. So it's not that much innovation.
Nick Tri-State said MJ living rent-free in Braunhead with that comment he made about Reeves about the flu game. MJ forever GOAT.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said a better flu game, MJ or Austin Reeves. He said it's up for debate.
The MJ.
Austin Reeves had.
You talking about
on Saturday? And he seems like who had the better flu game.
Right.
Now I think when he sent that super chat, he was probably kind of just goofing around. But there are people out there really right now that are probably pissed at Braun. Like, how dare he ask that? Michael Jordan was this, Michael Jordan did that. And like, he's clearly joking. He's clearly joking.
Right. Let's chill out. For real.
Shout out to Austin Reeves, though. He was balling.
So, I mean, if you ask me, if he was seriously asking the question, I would have to think about it. The way he played that, and then you watch Jordan in that flu game. On top of that, Jordan didn't even really have the flu. That was that was obviously a hoax. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they tried to say it was food poisoning. Man, that man was fine. If you can't walk on the court, you got to get carried off the court. You can't. Yeah, that dude was all right. He just did that shit for the cameras.
No, he didn't. He was really sick. Yes, he was. No question about it.
I
just don't bother.
He wasn't sick. Chilltown. That's called a hangover.
No, he definitely would. That definitely didn't happen. No way. There's no way you got logic to sell me that the dude the night before that the swing game in the NBA Finals, just so you know, that quote unquote flu game, that's game 5. The series is tied. Jordan is in the hotel room the night before the game. Instead of getting his mind right, instead of getting ready, he with his trainer in the room that night before the game, getting blitzed. That's what he's doing.
Playing poker, gambling,
blitzed. That's what he's doing.
And
the night before the game. There's no way you tell me that. No way. No way.
Smoking cigars or cigarettes? Because it's
he shows up to the Delta Center hungover. No,
that man was in the room drinking.
That's exactly what happens.
He was in that room drinking cognac, drinking cognac, smoking
No
cigar
way.
and cigarettes.
No way.
But gambling
No way.
on poker.
With my trainer, by the way, the dude who's responsible for keeping my body in shape.
He
Right?
probably
And
a
keeping me on point.
degenerate
in
too.
there. He was in there with me, and we in there the night before game 5. Because if we lose game 5, the series is probably cooked, right? If we lose game 5, the series is probably cooked. So instead of me getting my mind right, instead of me getting ready, instead of me getting rest, nah, I'm playing poker. I'm down in cognac. I'm in here getting blitzed. And he show up to the Delta Center the next night, hungover. Yo, you dudes, if you really believe that, if you for real believe that, I got some swampland in Jersey to sell you. I promise you that. That was not going on. Hell no.
I've actually, Showtime, I've been online in the market looking for swampland and desert land. It's real
I
cheap.
got something for you. Send me a check. I got something for you. It's terrible. Oh my God. This dude is game 5 of not in January or for the number 1 seed in the East. This is in the NBA Finals. The night before the game, I'm in the room getting blitzed with my trainer. Come on, man. Can't
Bill
sell me
Russell
that.
would never. Yeah, Bill Russell would never.
And
Maybe
Dennis
because they
Rodman.
wouldn't sell him. They wouldn't actually serve him at the bars. But he still would never. So shout out to Bill Russell.
I'm putting a poll in the chat right now. What really happened for the flu game? The 4 options that I'm putting out there was, well, he really actually had the flu. The next one is food poisoning. The next is 3 C's: cigars, cigarettes, and cognac. And the 4th and last one, it wasn't mentioned, but this is what I have a sneaky suspicion is that, everybody went to sleep. Jordan left the hall light on and something snuck in through the exit door, and
So he was
late night
he was
sneaking.
he was drained. Gotcha.
Yeah. he
She slipped
he
him
spent his
something.
energies in other places.
So she slipped him something. After she slipped him something.
Slipped in the. I don't think. Is that what you're saying, Ryan? That she drugged him? Or are you saying that
She slipped him something after she slipped him something. No.
I'm not gonna go too far down that road. Y'all can use your imaginations. Y'all have all had a late night sneaky link or been a late night sneaky link. So you know. But y'all go ahead and vote on that. Y'all let me know. It's looking like the early runaway is the 3 C's: cigar, cigarettes, and cognac.
hey,
Yo.
smoking cigarettes? That's crazy.
It's Mr. GQ to you said, I think AD is like an offensive or defensive lineman. His performances isn't always pretty, but he's more important than everyone besides LJ or LBJ, LeBron, the QB.
More important than him too.
All right, the next game of the night is the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. I still don't think LaMelo's playing. Does anybody got in? It's in Charlotte. Does anybody got Charlotte pulling off one against the Heat?
I'm gonna watch absolutely 0 dribbles of this game. But I'll pick the Hornets. Why not? I'll pick the Hornets.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm probably gonna flip on it because I'm down here, but I don't see them beating the Miami Heat. No, I don't.
Are they playing in Miami?
No, it's in Charlotte.
It's in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's in Charlotte.
Well, if Jimmy Butler is anything like his pops, I did hear about them Charlotte clubs. They're really enticing. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe Jimmy might,
have a bad game. He might need to be carried off the court. I mean,
they said that apple don't fall far from the tree. So
All right. We got the Raptors traveling to New York.
I'm listening to the cap, nigga.
About what?
About everything you said.
Stop capping, Ron.
Yeah,
We're
Ron.
talking about you.
Nah, I heard what you said a few minutes ago about Halliburton and stuff too, clown.
I was just reading the Superchats ticket.
Nah. You read off script when you said yeah. I heard what you said.
I don't remember what you're talking about, ticket.
I hear everything.
Hey, y'all remember, if y'all whispering in y'all bedrooms about ticket, he hears it all. Hey, by the way, ticket, did you actually? I got a super chat from Keys. Keys said, Dub Mars, big J.I. talk. He's playing tonight. Jalen Suggs, game time decision.
I got the Magic winning. There we go. Jonathan Isaac playing. Magic by 12. Jonathan Isaac going to be a plus 13.
Point per minute. All right. So we got the Raptors traveling to the Knicks. How do we feel about that?
I think that game will be competitive, to be honest with you. I do. A lot of these teams have had some time off. I think that game will be competitive, but I think that the Knicks can handle them in the Garden tonight.
Yeah. The Knicks should get this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Raptors gonna go up there and stir up some trouble in New York.
Scotty Barnes just had a triple double, I think.
Yeah, he had a 30-point triple double too.
Ain't watching.
Scotty Barnes.
I got the Knicks.
Next we have the Nuggets traveling to Atlanta to play the Hawks.
All right, so now can we talk about Jokic being a bum? You see the way Sengun knocked him up? I know you guys
back, right?
But we don't care about the Clippers locking up. That's cool. You guys saw Sengun lock him up, right? You guys seen that?
What happened?
Jokic, I want to say before he started stat padding in the fourth, in which he was clearly stat padding in the fourth, he was like 5 of 19, something like that, causing absolutely no damage to my team because Sengun was just there, playing him one-on-one, by the way. And Jokic couldn't finish anything around the rim, couldn't make jump shots. So, yeah, I think we need to come to the conclusion that everyone who was saying Jokic was good at basketball don't know what they're talking about because he's a bum. And, yeah, Giannis is the best player in the world, clearly, because Giannis would never go out like that. I don't know what I seen from Jokic. It was pathetic. Sengun locking him up. I can't say I'm surprised because I know that Jokic ain't that good. But for everyone else who was saying he's good and like top 13 player of all time or best offensive player we ever seen, all those bad takes. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who was saying that.
Yeah, those people are cooked. Those people are cooked. But for me, someone who knows Giannis the best player in the world, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Boss. Giannis is the best player in the world. But Ron, all tournament team, LeBron, that fraud Halliburton, KD, AD, and Giannis.
That's who you're predicting, or that's who it was?
That's
what it was. NBA just announced it.
Does that go in his legacy too, or in-season tournament all team? Like all NBA team?
Oh man, this is crazy.
That's what defensive player of the tournament too. Defensive player.
Halliburton's gonna love that. Yeah, but the NBA is hyping it up like it's gonna be a part of NBA history. So.
Yeah, but they're doing it for the money. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's one thing.
I heard a lot of people say LeBron James. A lot of people say that this is the LeBron James tournament.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, they're saying when
I say that the in-season tournament was great basketball, very competitive, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, earlier I was saying that it was more like an AAU tournament style, March Madness tournament style, and this has no implications on the playoffs. I see people in the chat saying, obviously doesn't know what he's talking about because they had 22% more people made 22% more revenue or whatever. Right. See, what my thing is, I'm talking basketball. You know what I'm saying? So making money and even in other things, it's not just basketball, but just because it makes money doesn't mean it's a good product. Y'all never heard all money ain't good money? Now,
all money is not good money.
I know you disagree with that, Mars. I understand you disagree with that, Mars. But all money ain't good money. And just because it made money doesn't mean that it's the implications are more of something else. So this is about money. You can I believe you know what I believe. I believe the in-season tournament was a way to make up for the shit show that the All-Star game was turned into.
Did you get that?
What?
None.
It's the all tournament team. Nice. I like it. Mm-hmm. It's the Final Four. All right. I like it.
Any objections up here?
No, I don't have any objection to it. And the dude in the chat, if you're gonna talk about me, get your story straight when you talk about me. I did not question it. I came around for the in-season tournament. This has nothing to do with the Lakers winning it. So if you're gonna talk about me, my man, get your story straight. Stay talking about me. Stay having my name in your mouth.
I think they could have took KD off this list and put De'Aaron Fox on the list, but hey, I don't want to be a homer. You know what I'm saying?
Or I don't think Kilton would ever get fired.
Or Donovan Mitchell.
Get fired? Did you say fired?
No, fired.
or Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Donovan Mitchell did lead his group in scoring. He did do that. So that's important to mention. So
yeah, but yeah, a bad product can make good money. Or good money. I don't know about good money. It can make money.
It can make money.
It can make money. Anything can make money. Like, this is America. You know what I'm saying? There's a consumer everywhere you look. You can sell anything. So to tell me that something is good because it made somebody rich, that don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
All right. Another game we have tonight. Pretty solid game. We got the one of the hottest teams in the NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they're playing against the Pelicans after a disappointing performance, but a good in-season tournament nonetheless. What do we think is going to happen tonight? It's in New Orleans.
I don't think Ant is playing because he got re-injured when he came back. So
did he?
I don't think he's playing, but he might.
When do they get Jaden McDaniels back? What's the deal with him, yo? I mean, I know that ankle
Christmas time, I think.
So that ankle injury was a lot worse. I mean, because he's been out weeks now. So they won't be getting him back till almost Christmas. Wow. No Anthony Edwards tonight. I'm gonna take New Orleans, Mars. No Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, his hip, he's questionable for Monday's game against the Pelicans.
Yeah, is Jaden McDaniels questionable too, or is he out?
Let me see.
This is the playoff series we really need, y'all. Like, New Orleans and Minnesota is the playoff series that we need to see.
Oh, yeah. McDaniels' ankle is questionable for Monday's matchup in New Orleans. He also, on the 5th, so about 6 days ago, he was cleared to work out and participate in individual on-court activities. That was Tuesday.
Individual? He ain't even on 5-on-5 yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be back for a little while. I still got the Timberwolves because Rudy Gobert's going to be at that rim on Zion, so I'm cool with that. So I got the Timberwolves, but another game I'm probably not going to watch because there's only one game that's important tonight. And we haven't got to it, so I'm waiting for Ron to get to the real game.
Okay. Chill, Ox. Ticket. Timberwolves, Pelicans.
I'm going to take New Orleans tonight. If Anthony Edwards plays, I just like the chances better with him in the lineup. I don't like their chances as much with him out the lineup as I do with him in the lineup.
Ron, it's bad enough they don't got Jaden.
Yeah.
Ron, did you get that?
I got a super chat from his Ernest Stan. Said, as a Chicago native, I always wanted to know would the Bulls have beat the Rockets in 94 and 95?
No.
Wouldn't have made the finals because they're not that good. There you go. That's the real answer. The Knicks and Orlando still win.
Facts, Toast. You're not lying. I want to see that series, y'all. The Timberwolves and Pelicans, but I honestly just don't want us to have to play them.
When you said I want to see that series, I thought you was talking about the Bulls and the Rockets. I'm like, yeah, we all want to see that series.
Nah, I'm off that. That's one of those questions. Like, I respect the question, but I don't got no idea what would happen in that series. I don't really have a take on that one.
Zero just vibed and said Bron got at least 10 more years.
If LeBron's still in the league and I've gone through my whole life from being a baby to being a 50-year-old man, then
50 years in the league.
At some point, we're gonna have to understand he's on
10 more years.
Like, if he plays 10 more years, then you guys still
30 years in the league. Get that.
If he does that, and you still don't think he's on PEDs, you're just in denial at that point.
48 years old and still running around? No, I'm good.
Like, there's no way you're gonna watch a man go from being in the league from 18 to 49 and say, nah, he's not on PEDs. Like, you're not about to try and convince yourself of that. That's just a lie.
A 30-year NBA career would be so fire. I hope he does do that.
He's going to play through all of Wemby's career. Is that what you're going to say? He's going to go from Wemby's rookie year to the end of Wemby's career and still be playing? No, I'm PEDs.
I hope to get off that thigh master.
Keys with the super chat. Oh, what's up?
I understand Mars's logic because of the times that we live in, man, that it's understandable to think that somebody is on it like that. But no, I don't think James is on the juice. He's not.
He on something, and it might not be illegal.
45 years old and is averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. You're gonna tell me that you don't think he's on something?
Man, he outrunning these kids, Mars.
If he's just still running like current LeBron James.
Imagine a dude like that in high school.
You're gonna be like, nah, that's natural.
Ron, imagine him outrunning high schoolers. Come on, bro. You gotta be real, man.
Chat, can y'all please go participate we need to get down to the bottom of this. Is LeBron on the juice or not? It's just a simple yes or no question.
He clearly taking something, but it's just not illegal. That's all.
Yeah, there's something going on. He doing that same thing Kobe and Dirk used to do. He definitely doing that. Didn't he just taking care of his body?
That's all. That's all it is.
Keys shot through a super chat and said our answer to Mitchell and Garland tonight is Gary and AB. Assuming Gary Harris and Anthony Black.
Yeah, Gary. You had Gary and AB in the last game, and Donovan Mitchell went 35-7, 35-7-6. So no.
Jonathan Isaac won.
So now, if you want to go that route, I mean, how long is Jonathan Isaac going to play? I mean, I already know how effective you think he is, Mars. But the question is how long is he going to play? I mean, 10 minutes.
Just watch. Are you going to be watching that game? Are you going to be watching?
I will watch.
Watch every minute he's on. Watch every minute, man. And then come back tomorrow and be like, "You put me on to Jonathan Isaac. I'm paying more attention to him." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I know. It's what I do." I just noticed these wing defenders, man. Jared Vanderbilt, Jaden McDaniels, Jonathan Isaac, Alex Caruso. I got an eye for those type of
Keegan Murray.
I got an eye for those type of players. So, for anyone who's interested in the draft for next year, Ryan Dunn, that's another one. Go watch out for him in the draft. Ryan Dunn, another one, a wing defender. He's gonna come in next year. I'm gonna be talking about him like I talk about Asar Thompson right now. Putting you guys on early. Ryan Dunn. There you go. Go ahead. You're welcome.
I know about Jonathan. I mean, Mars knows I know about Jonathan Isaac. I just don't watch him as much. That's all. I mean, I know he went to Florida State. I know he was in the league for a while, and the defender he was, but I know he got bad wheels. So I know that he would actually before his wheels broke. I mean, he was a really good transition player. I didn't know that he was that good of a defender. I did not know that part, but he was a good player coming in. I did recognize him.
All right, Morris. I won't have you wait any longer. I'll stop holding you, man. Well, let's get to it. We got the San Antonio Spurs, all of 3-18, traveling a bit north to Houston to play the Rockets. What happens in this game?
We are 8-1 at home. So logic would dictate that we should handle these guys, especially considering that they are 1-10, I believe, on the road. I believe. I might be wrong. They might be like 2-8 or something, but they're not a very good road team. Wemby's been looking better recently in terms of not taking as many threes. He's rebounding very well. He just had a 2020 game, for anyone who doesn't know. So he's rebounding better because he's not leaking out in transition anymore as much. The rim protection is good. But overall, their offense is cooked. And with our defense, I expect us to be able to hold that offense to at least under 110-ish.
I mean, y'all just locked up Jokic, so.
Yeah, but anyone can look up Jokic at this point. He's a bum. But I think if we score more than 110, I think we win the game. And I don't think the Spurs are going to be able to score that many. So yeah, I got us winning. I got Sengun having a good game. Got Jabari having a good game. I feel like Jabari likes matching up against Wemby. Just from the one game I already seen, I feel like he likes the matchup. Now, how great he plays, but I feel like he likes the matchup. So I like that. And I think Fred VanVleet just has to atone for the terrible fourth quarter performance he put on. When did we play? Friday. How bad he was in the fourth. He has to atone for that. So he's going to play well. I got us winning by about 15. I got us winning comfortably.
Jay the GOAT, I ain't hard to find, brother. I'm not. I am not hard to find, my man. If you're looking for me, I am not hard to find. Anytime you think that you want to come get it, I am not hard to find. If I ain't here, I'm on my own channel. And I've actually had guys pull up to my channel. So if you think you'll smoke me, come do it.
You said if he want to come get it.
Come get it. Come get it. That's right. Because he said that he'll battle for me and Mars for our spot on the show. Like I said, my man.
He must be trying to tie you, man.
My spot's not available for battle. This ain't the 1800s where we just do a duel. No, no. It's my spot, buddy.
I'm not hard to find. That's what I'll tell you that to your face. I am not hard to find. No, I'm not. So if you really bout it, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. I pop up all the time because I'm on live pretty frequently. Come get some. Come get some.
This is my spot.
Just Nocturnal said caught Bronny's debut last night and was pretty impressed with him. His hustle is there. He's always active off ball and on defense. And he's not being selfish and taking dumb shots. Plays winning basketball.
I watched the game too. I saw it. I actually played good against Long Beach State whenever we played them.
You used to get down against Long Beach State?
I played good against Long Beach State when we played them.
They had that pyramid thing?
Mm-hmm. That's what we played them at. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yep. I usually play good against them. When the coach actually gave me an opportunity to play. Played them in the Big West Championship game. I came in and iced the game, 6 straight free throws, game over.
You better than LeBron James at the free throw line. That's what I just said.
I iced the game. We played them in our building. They actually beat us, but I did play good against them.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I usually play good against Long Beach State.
It's just Jose said, who has the best 3 realistic legacy building pathways for careers this year, like an AD Finals MVP by beating the Suns, Nuggets, Warriors, Celtics? Is there anyone else that can, I guess, build their legacy more by going through a gauntlet of teams?
I don't know if I understand that. That's the best 3 realistic.
If Steph wins his 5th ring, beating the Suns, Nuggets, Lakers, and like the Bucks or the Celtics, the agendas will be pushed by many people. That not only is he over Magic Johnson,
he's the GOAT.
But the LeBron James talks will be very serious.
Yes.
He has more rings than LeBron James in the same era. Just saying. Not from me, but the agendas will.
That conversation will definitely get pushed. 100%.
Yes.
Nah, it's like it would have to be us getting that rematch against the Warriors first round. De'Aaron obliterating Steph Curry. Then second round, we take care of Denver. Which we just proved that we can beat Denver. Just a couple.
Anyone can beat Denver, though. Anyone can beat Denver.
Right. But still, just because they're the defense.
They don't look good right now, Mars. They do not.
Right.
No,
just
and who doesn't look good? And who doesn't look good?
Joker.
You can say, yeah.
And then in the Western Conference Finals, match up with the Lakers. And then so
Revenge
we win
for
the West.
2002.
Yep, exactly, Mars. We right here with it. And then we win the Western Conference. De'Aaron gets the Magic Johnson Award, and then go on to beat the Bucks. I would rather beat the Bucks than the Celtics.
Why?
Well, because Giannis over there, and Giannis has a ring. So
yeah, it's also good to give like another all-time great another finals loss because that hurts their legacy. Now Giannis
it's like beating the Celtics in the finals don't really do nothing for us as much as it does beating Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. And Dame's over there too. I forgot Dame's over there. So that's probably the best path to shoot De'Aaron into solidified superstardom.
I agree in terms of the teams. Mars kind of alluded to it, Bob kind of alluded to it, but I think I'm actually gonna say 2 players. I'm gonna say one on the West and one on the East. The one on the West, I think, is KD. KD's able to go through a gauntlet of the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Warriors. If he got to beat the Warriors, he has to absolutely beat Steph. And then go on and beat, I would say, Giannis too. Celtics is a good team as well, but I would say, well, KD got some beef with the Celtics because the foot on the line. Or no, that was the Bucks, huh? Oh yeah, no. But the Celtics boxed them up, huh? Either of those teams. I mean, it would be great to go beat Giannis and Dame, but Celtics as well, just because what they did to him last time. But I think KD, if he does that, I think that says that helps his legacy a lot.
We forgot about Embiid legacy talks if he wins.
Oh man, I'm off.
Way different. Way different.
If Embiid wins, beating Boston, Milwaukee, whoever else you want in the
Miami.
East. And
not just winning, Mars.
Comes out. And if he plays Jokic in the finals and destroys him,
Look,
not just winning, Mars.
Embiid has the best agenda. And we're putting out hard roads, and we're saying if these guys do this and beat these teams and beat these individual players and win these individual matchups, Embiid for sure has the best gauntlet to get through. Or the hardest.
Don't forget doing it after James Harden goes. Like James Harden was there last year, and then now without James Harden, they do it. That's adding to it.
Coming off a league MVP season.
Yeah, you know what? I got Philly coming out the East, man. Yeah, Embiid's doing that. I believe in it.
Coming off a league MVP season and finishing second to 2 seasons previous to that, and then now winning the league MVP last year and winning the NBA championship this year and the Finals MVP. Embiid, it's gonna be a different conversation.
I've convinced myself. I've got Embiid doing that. There we go.
Okay, but can we stop?
We gotta wrap up.
Can we stop?
Otherwise, we're gonna start getting, the press box guys is gonna come in here. And I don't know if y'all trying to wrestle with some big ass football guys. I know me personally.
I don't got no problem with that.
Didn't J-Rob already beat you? Yeah, didn't J-Rob already beat you?
Come on, y'all, stop it, both of y'all. See, no, but hey, but hold on. I mean, I know we got to go around, but I just since y'all did what y'all always do, I know the Laker media cartel wouldn't allow y'all to talk about our game tonight. We about to beat the hell out the Nets tonight. Just want to let y'all know that.
Yeah, please do. I need the Nets to lose some games.
That's in sack. Is that in sack, Big Ox, or is that in?
Yeah, no. I believe it is in sack. It is in sack. Yeah, it is in sack.
Okay, all right. Y'all should handle them then. We'll see.
Y'all know what time it is. Same time, same place, same crew tomorrow. If the Pacers lose tonight, I won't be here.
You better be. We will find.